Now listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great-grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You gots to be awake. Cause baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is when we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take, or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn theme.
Yo, what's going on, man? What is going on to everybody in the building? Back, man. We back. We back, man. We back. Man, it's good to be back. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. We got a lot to talk about. We gonna talk about some stuff today, man. I've been out. Back from vacation. Ready to go. Alright. We warmed up. Alright. We're gonna get to it, man. Let me know, man, where y'all checking in from. Hope everybody's having a great, blessed day. But let me know where y'all checking in from. We about to get into some things. Let me know where y'all checking in from, man. Salute to everybody in the building right now. Y'all know we finna crank this thing up to another level. We got so much to talk about. I've been out enjoying my birthday, enjoying my vacation. I got a bunch of pictures, a bunch of videos. Have not released the video yet of everything I did and things like that. But that's gonna come. Just be patient. Y'all know I got something I'm gonna drop for y'all of everything I did. Have fun, but hey, y'all know what's up with it, man. Y'all know what's up, man. Y'all know the vibes, how we finna get back into this thing, man. Y'all know what the vibes is, man. Y'all know the vibes and how we finna get this thing rocking, man. Shout out to Coach Dre in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. It wouldn't be a show if my dog wasn't up here, man. Shout out to Coach Dre in the building. But hey, before I got something to say to Coach Dre, but before that, I gotta shout out everybody that's in the building right now. Shout out to Alabama in the building. Shout out to Tuscaloosa. Shout out to NY in the building. Strong Island. Shout out to all my people from Texas, Florida, Milwaukee up in the building. Shout out to my people from Canada up in here. You know, St. Louis in the building, man. But hey, yeah, man, I got some pictures and videos that I might drop, but I ain't gonna drop them on here, dog. But we had a good time, man. I had a good time, man. I kicked it, enjoy my birthday, enjoy life. Just happy to be back here, man, with you guys, man. Salute to the family, man. Miss y'all La Familia. Man, a lot of things happened while I was gone, but hey, y'all know, man, when I come back, we gonna talk about some stuff. We gonna talk about it. So, hey, we gonna get this thing on and rocking, man. I know y'all been waiting to see what we got to talk about, what's in store. But before we get into everything, man, I gotta give my dogs his flowers, man. Coach of the year, Coach Dre in the building, baby. Let's do it, man. Coach of the year, man. Let's see y'all let my guy know, man. He won Coach of the year. Y'all see the trophy up there, East Side. You know what I'm saying? Gainesville, Florida, up in the building. So, hey, man, salute to Coach Dre, man. Go ahead and talk about this prestigious award that you won, Coach of the Year, man. And I just want to make sure you got your flowers on the show because, hey, you do your thing, man.
Hello? Y'all can hear me? Hold on one second.
He gonna be back. But yeah, man, Coach Dre, man, one Coach of the Year, man. Shout out to Coach Dre, man. But hey, listen.
You can hear me? You can hear me now?
I can hear you. We got you.
Yeah. Hey man, it's it ain't nothing big when you just doing what you call to do, man. It's just for me it wasn't nothing big. I mean, was a surprise, very much a surprise. Didn't expect it. When my coach stood up and went to talking, I thought he was talking about somebody else at first, but he ended up was talking about me. And to get an award like this from a person like this, it's big things. I can't do this without God. You know what I'm saying? He's everything for me and mine. And this is a shout out to all them coaches, high school coaches that's out here doing what they do, man. Just keep grinding. Like I said, this is my calling. It ain't just something I do. I feel like the Lord. That's some people walking in their path, and I feel like that's what it is. And man, it ain't nothing. Without them kids and without the support of y'all, my second family and things like that, man. But it ain't nothing big, bro. It's just, hey, I appreciate the flowers, though, bro. I appreciate the love and everything.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. If y'all don't know, man, Coach Dre won Coach of the Year in Gainesville, Florida for East Side, man. Y'all give my guy some love, man. Give him his flowers, man. I know he don't ask for it, right? He ain't asked for it. He didn't even know I was gonna do it.
Then just got off the phone with this
So
clown.
I had to get
Just
off.
got off the phone with this clown and didn't say nothing about it.
Didn't say nothing about it, but you know how to do it right, man. I had to do it right. But hey, let's get into it, man. Y'all see what's going on, man. What is going on in the world today with college football, with all these moves? But I could not start this off, man, if I did not give another person, I didn't talk about another person who is up there as the caption. Zay Weaver is going to the NFL Combine. That is huge. For those who don't know, man, Zay Weaver is the only CU buff that is going to the NFL Combine. So that means, hey, you go to the NFL Combine, more than likely you're going to be a draftable player. So that's huge. What you think about, Zay Weaver being invited to the Combine, being one of the, top receivers coming out of college football this year?
I mean, it's big for him. I think people are saying, projecting him to be a day anywhere between a day 2 to day 3 guy. I think with him going to the combine and being able to put on a 40 time and be able to show what kind of routes he can run and what kind of receiver he can run, I think he's going to show up himself a day 2 spot. Zay Weaver is the real deal, that receiver. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Before he got to Colorado at South Florida, he was the top receiver here at South Florida. Just wasn't winning, guys. And so that's why a lot of people didn't know what he was doing and the kind of numbers he was putting up. So now with him being able to get the eyes, and Coach Prime gonna make sure that he has his game on tight, because it's not. I think they show all of the field stuff, but it's more about meeting the coaches, getting on the board and showing that you have the intelligence to know what they're talking about. So I'm very excited for Zay to get up there, because I think he's gonna solidify himself as a day 2 guy instead of worrying if he's gonna end up in the late day 2, early day 3. But I think he's gonna solidify himself as a day 2 guy, no doubt about it.
Hey, listen, man. As much as people, was talking about we wasn't gonna have nobody at the combine, this, that, and the third, we got a player, right? We got a player in the NFL Combine. That is huge, for the success of Colorado, and the number for next year, we're looking to quadruple that number, right? Some astronomical number, of players going to the NFL Combine. So for Zay to be the first one under Coach Prime to go to the NFL Combine, that is huge, man. You just got to give him his flowers and his just dues for everything that he's done for the Colorado Buffs last year, and keep blessing him on to what he got to do. But with that being said, one of the things I always want to tell people, and I said this today, is be a blessing to people. Don't be a headache. And I'm gonna say this again one more time because it don't get said enough. Be a blessing to people. Don't be a headache.
And what makes it so funny is one of Coach Prime, he used to be on the NFL Network, and he said that. He say, man, be a blessing, not a stressing. Like, don't you get what I'm saying? And I think all the time when you see me on social media or you see me, I'm always telling people, be a blessing, because you are a blessing. Go out your way to love somebody. Go out your way to show somebody some, because you don't know what a person going through. Some of these things, some of this stuff that's going on in the world, just because a person having a bad day and this little thing tips them over. But maybe if you say, hey, how you doing? Are you okay? hey, I love you, I respect you, whatever. You could change their whole dynamic of their day just by saying a kind word. And I think we get away from that in the world, especially us as black people. We definitely get away from that. We so quick to down somebody or throw somebody under the bus and do all this other stuff. If we just uplift our own, we'll be all right. So yeah, bro, telling the God heaven truth, man. Try your best to be a blessing and not a stressor.
And and just think this, man. If anybody out there right now, and it's just right now, if anybody right now has a YouTube channel, man, drop your channel in the chat, man. I don't be tripping about people dropping their YouTube channels while I'm live. I don't, right? Because I remember how it started for me. And so I would never knock somebody else for the opportunity, right? I'm always, if somebody reach out to me and like, hey Rob, can you shout out my channel? Can you do this? Can you do that? I've never shot it down. Now, if you want some foolery and you just on some goofy, I tell you right now, I ain't gonna do it. But for me, you know what I'm saying, I always want to get love back, you know, especially for people that supported me. I'm always gonna support their movement, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, if you got a YouTube channel right now, man, drop your YouTube channel right now. If you got a business, drop your business so people can get at you, right? This platform is built for everybody. It's not just a blessing to me, but it's a blessing to everybody that's here watching. You know, it might get you through your work day, your drive home, your after work, you rewatching it. So I always want to make sure that we get that blessing back to y'all. And so if y'all got a YouTube channel, y'all got a business, y'all trying to grow something to the next level, y'all trying to advertise y'all business, just hit me up. You know, it's not about money and this, that, and the fame and all that. It's about extending that hand, extending blessings to people because you never know how things gonna come back to y'all. And with that being said, we got some things that we working on. We working on for a day, and that day is the spring game. So April 27th is Colorado's Black and Gold spring game. We will be in the building. We're not gonna tell y'all what we doing because we know there's always somebody trying to see what we doing, what we up to, where we at with this, that, and the third. But the spring game is April 27th. If you don't know, man, lock that date in. Lock that date in because I'm telling y'all right now, uh, we will be doing something in Boulder. I can't tell you exactly what it is. We working on some stuff behind the scenes. Y'all don't know where we will be at. Y'all don't know how what we got going, what we gonna be doing. But as we get closer to that day, we will make some announcements. We will do we'll try to do a meet and greet. If everything works out, we're gonna try to do a meet and greet for everybody so y'all can meet and greet us live in person. Um, I'm gonna have some merch with me. We The merch store is gonna be adding some things on this week or so coming up. We'll have some more merch. I have some merch with me in person. So if y'all want to get some merch from us, y'all good. I know Dre ain't got his hoodie on today, but he'll have it on
Yeah,
for y'all
yeah,
one
it's
day,
kind of,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He gonna show y'all.
we gonna show
But
y'all what it look like. It's hot in Florida right now, but
yeah,
yeah, we got the hoodie, but yeah, we got some stuff coming up, and you know what I'm saying. We gonna try to do as much as we can. Like you say, man, we in the business of blessing people and trying to help people out. You know, because you never know when you're gonna need somebody. So you know, but you know, y'all just look out and you know, stay tuned to what we got coming.
all right, so we're 75 days away from the spring game, man. Y'all be ready. Because all the questions y'all won't answer and all this and the third. Y'all never know what RobDaMan we got up our sleeve. Y'all never know what we got up our sleeve for y'all. So y'all be ready, man, because we might have some player interviews. I ain't gonna get into all that, but we might have something special for y'all, man. So y'all be ready. With that being said, the schedule has been tweaked this year to also Baylor is now the homecoming game. It's not Kansas State no more. So before our first bye, we're gonna have the homecoming game against with Baylor. So hey, and also with the spring game, Coach Prime is doing some other stuff Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this year. So he's changing up what he's doing for the spring game. So if you get there on the Thursday and Friday, there's gonna be a lot of stuff to do for the spring game. So y'all just be patient because there is gonna be some things that's going. But as we get closer to the spring game, I'm gonna make some announcements. I'll let you guys know where we'll be at, what we got locked in. But there's a lot of things that we're working on behind the scenes that we can't release just yet because the ink ain't dry. But when it dries, just know we're gonna tell y'all. But let's get back into it, man. now y'all know it is official. You know what Warren Sapp is going to do. He's coming in as a graduate assistant to come in here and do his thing. All right. Y'all been asking me before I went on vacation. What's up with Warren Sapp? What's up with the defensive coordinator? And I told y'all all this stuff will happen around signing day. I told y'all that's how it's gonna happen. I was trying to get Coach Prime to release something before for my birthday, but he didn't want to do it. But hey, y'all got the answer, and I told y'all it was gonna probably come around National Signing Day, and that's what it came, and that's what happened. So, how you feel? You know, Warren Sapp being a graduate assistant for the CU
Well,
boys.
I mean, it put it to rest that he is coming, and you know he's coming, and you know his title, so y'all can stop asking them questions. Um, it's a great addition. And then people will say, "Oh, well, why isn't he an analyst? Why does he have to be a grad assistant?" I don't know, but the one thing I do know is that analysts can't communicate with the kids as much. When you're a grad assistant, you can talk to the kids. You interact with the kids. You can even go out with the coaches on visits and stuff like that when you're a grad assistant because it's an apprenticeship. You get what I'm saying? For y'all guys that's in business, you know what an apprenticeship is. So that's what he's basically doing is saying, hey, you can come with me to do visits. You can come with me to do all kind of stuff, and you can be in my meeting room. You can do all of this stuff. So it's stuff that analysts can't do because analysts cannot go on visits. They can't do any of that stuff. So they gave him this title so they can use him to his full ability, which is to get him in homes with kids and say, hey, I'm gonna be here teaching your son this, that, and the third. So this is a great hire. The defensive coordinator guys, hey, at the end of the day, he checks all the boxes for Coach Prime. He's loyal, he's well respected, and he knows football. And he has more than one. Listen, and I said this on a space the other day. It's 3 to 4 people who can vouch for this man. And Coach Prime always tell y'all this about relationships. Coach Zimmer was at Cincinnati. Uh, Coach Marvin Lewis was at Cincinnati, and then the person he calls his son, like his son, Pac-Man Jones, this man coached Pac-Man and helped him become one of the best. He had one of his best seasons when this man was coaching him. All of these guys that Coach Prime have a great relationship with, he vouches for this man. And this man, if you listen to him talk, he talks the way Coach Prime wants you to talk as a football coach and as a man. And so this is a great hire. And what did I tell y'all when it first came out? Either you was gonna like it or hate it. And most of y'all just went on, jumped off the deep end because it wasn't who y'all thought it was or who y'all wanted it to be. And that's what we told y'all. So what was the use of y'all getting upset about how long it took it? Because you still went and jumped off the deep end. So hey, you got it. Either you like it or don't. You don't gotta be a Bucks fan if you don't like it. Just go on the root for somebody else. Go ahead. Big LT, what's up, my
All right.
boy?
What up, Big LT? The question you talked to Coach Prime, Rob. I can't say yes or no. Yes, no. We got something in store for you at the spring. I can't I can't get into all those type of detail, but just know it's something out there. Man, look, Jade, I got a son. I got a suntan out of this world, man. If I was to take off this hoodie right now, I'll be through or through. Like, man, my skin is peeling so bad. I look like you can kind of see how light I look. Like I'm super light, man. So it was crazy, man. It was crazy, but I do got, like I said, man, I got a bunch of pictures, bunch of videos. I got a bunch of pictures. I got a bunch of videos from the trip, man. Just if you know me, just inbox me. I'm not gonna put them. I'm not gonna show them on here or nothing like that. But I will. I am planning to post a blog probably within the next 2 or 3 days of what happened. So I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna leave it alone. Uh,
Well, glad you back, Rob, man. You sure you didn't? I mean, your face looking a little full over there, man. You sure you didn't knock nothing up on your way out, man? While you was
nah,
out,
man, I've
man,
been
you looking a
chilling,
little
dog.
swole over there in the cheeks, man. You might have,
I'm
you
chilling,
know,
man. I'm chilling.
might have impregnated something, man. I don't know, man. You
Nah,
looking a little puffy over there,
nah.
man. looking happy, glowing.
I'm
I don't
chilling.
know,
I'm just
brother.
chilling, man. I'm just
Hey,
listen. I'm gonna say this. I'm just excited about what's gonna happen for RobDaManMedia. That's what I'm gonna say. It ain't
I
nothing
heard
that.
that. I heard that.
That's the only thing that I can say in this situation is like I'm excited for what this next chapter, what we finna grow, and what we finna bring the content wise to everybody, to the public. Like that's the most thing I'm excited for and happy about. Things like that. I ain't getting into no trouble. I ain't do nothing crazy out of the way. But yeah, man, I'm ready to go. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm ready to be
Hey,
back,
but
man, and do this.
we like we said, we've been saying for weeks, man. It didn't matter who Prime brought on. They would just go. They couldn't wait to tear the man down. You know, even if we would have brought Al Harris on, when everybody was naming Al Harris. The only difference between him and Al Harris is that Al Harris actually played the game. You know what I mean? Al Harris wasn't calling plays. He actually
Hmm.
had more I'm gonna say more reach on defense than Al Harris did. I mean, come on, fellas. People gotta.
but
I
that's
didn't
the
like
thing.
the name either, as a splash as they was Carl Reed. I ain't gonna say Prime, but Carl Reed them and other they was pushing it as far as the splash name. But I'm fine with the person, whoever it is, and his resume and his background and all that. I'm perfectly fine
But
with that. Yeah, it
here,
wasn't the splash name that I was looking for, and then probably the majority of people looking for. But so what? I'm cool with it. I'll take the resume over the name any day. Because if
but
Prime would have brought in that name, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, or somebody that people was looking for, it'd have been all over ESPN, and they'd have been tearing Prime down, talking about why he picked these big splash names with no resume and no history and no background and all that. But now, since he got a guy that's an upcoming young hungry guy that don't have the name, but he has the resume. You know what I mean? Because they can't say, "Oh, he never called plays" and all that, because plenty of the coordinators started off where he's starting off from. But since it's because Prime got him, it's the issue that he got a so-called inexperienced defensive coordinator.
honestly,
Stop.
man, when I look at things, this is what I say. When you look at Carl Reed's tweet, that tweet was about a different person, not this person. So you want to be mad at Carl Reed, be mad at him. At the end of the day, it don't even matter. It really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like ultimately, he's gonna be disappointed with wins and losses, right? You can be mad, sad, and just as how he said. Like I told y'all from the get go, it didn't matter who they announced, right? You're gonna form your opinion upon what somebody else got to say about this man that you don't even know. A lot of these people don't even know who the man is, but they form
Right.
an opinion and say this, that, and the third. It don't really matter. What's gonna matter is what does this defense look like when we line everything up on in Saturdays? What is this gonna look like when it comes to August 31st and we line it up? That's all that's gonna matter. So the nitpicking of this, that, and the third, it really don't matter, right? You're not gonna really get to see a glimpse of it during the spring game. You're not. It's gonna be very vanilla. It's not gonna be what you really gonna see during the season. It's just gonna give you a preview of what some players can do, highlight things. What I love about this whole situation is he got a young buck, to come run the defense. They can help you go out there and recruit. They can bring in talent. That can understand what he's looking at to understand, hey, this player can help us win right now, and he can help himself win on Sundays, right? So those are the things that I look at, right? Because I'm always big on development, right? When you look at what you want to come in, one, can this person develop kids, right? Can he teach these young men what it is to look like on Sunday? What that experience might be? What troubles that he learned from his past that can help these kids grow and be better, right? To help them grow to a different level, whether that's an NFL or the XFL or whatever you want to say, right? Help them get another professional job. You know, that's what mattered for me. And so when you sit back and look at this move, I'm not mad at the move at all because I told you from the get go, it didn't matter to me. Win, lose, or draw, it don't matter because at the end of the day, you're not gonna grade this man. You're gonna grade this man right now, and you're gonna have a different opinion once the season comes. Let's just be
And
honest.
and then Rob, he like you said, he's a young buck, man. This man got years. He's not up in age and gotta do it right now. ready to up and go right now. You know what I mean? He ain't got to be trying to leave in a year or two from now. He can actually sit at Colorado and build. We all know that Prime is in the process of wanting his partners, the other coaches, you know what I'm saying, to uplift them and put them in higher positions. They're not gonna be there forever. You know what I mean? So who's to say that a year or two from now that guy Livingston don't bring the people that he really want in there?
Well, this the thing. Here's the catch, Big LT. We have 3 analyst jobs available that he can bring people with him. You see, we didn't. So you got to understand. Dancy was an analyst last year. Thurman was an analyst last year, and then it's another analyst that was there that he just took a job at Mississippi State. So there is 3 analyst positions open at the University of Colorado right now.
It should be 4 because you got about Pat Sherman.
Okay, and Pat Sherman's spot on offense. So it is positions or coaching analyst spots that's available for him to bring in his guys. And so that's what people got to understand about the hire. And then this is another good thing. There is no film on this man calling defense.
And then he can mess around and still bring in a defensive line coach if Sal don't pop up, right?
No, well, they said Sal. Sal's going to be right as of right now. Sal's going to be the only way Sal's not the coach is if his health doesn't let him be the coach. That's the only way Sal won't be the defensive line coach. Sal will be the defensive line coach. Sal will be his assistant. And so that's the way that's going to work. You see what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna go ahead and give everybody an update, right? Once I'm trying to think what the date was. I text you the day. I'm trying to think what the date was. Was it March 18th?
March 18th. Yeah, March 18th. Yep.
March the 8th. So let's go say March the 15th. So by March the 15th, you're going to see all the graduate assistants. You're going to see some analysts in the building, some new faces in the building come March 15th. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, I'm about to explain what I'm referring to. All right. So March 15th is basically, all the players, the coaches that's going to be there for the spring game, will be in the building. All right. March 18th is when they kick off official practice for the spring. They're going to go through a week of practice. After that week of practice, they're going to go on spring break. And then they come back April 1st. And then they're going to practice 5 days out of each week leading up into the spring game. So I'm going to repeat this again for everybody that didn't hear me. All right? I don't want you to be disturbed.
For everybody in the back, make sure you open your ears.
Yeah. All right. March 18th is the first official day that CU can practice for spring practice. All right? For the spring game. All right? They're going to practice for a week. Then they're going to go on spring break all the way up until Easter. Come April 1st, practices will resume up into the spring game. So there you have it. All right. So that's the schedule. So everything that we are getting ready to get lined up to is getting ready for March 15th, for everybody to be there in Boulder, for everybody to get ready. That's why you've seen Warren Sapp saying, hey, Coach Prime don't want him there until March. That is the reason why. Because practices don't begin until March 18th. So all of the analysts and anybody that's a graduate assistant that's going to be working with the team in the spring will be there in March. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. They will be there in March. All right, so you ain't got to go ask nobody, look around, trying to find some information. That's the answer. All right, I'm just going to let it be known right there. All right, so with that being said, right, Sunday has come and gone. CU signed a linebacker. Good, right? The spring portal is going to open in March. No, April. Sorry, April. When it opens in April, it's going to be chaotic. The portal is going to be chaotic. So you're going to see some players leave, and you're going to see some players come. Just be patient. Be ready, because you're going to see some things happen, some things transpire. And I'm telling you right now, if you ain't getting the job done, yeah, you're going to be out of there. That's just as simple as that. But April is the big month. The next key dates for CU. But practices will begin in March. And when practices begin on March 18th, you're going to see what you want to see.
Yeah, but UCLA roster wide open right now, man.
Well,
We're gonna get it to UCLA just the same. Just wait.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah. So and then before y'all go to crying, oh, why he doing it like that? He did it like that last year, guys. He practiced a week before spring break to get a weekend, and then he let the kids go on spring break. And a lot of kids didn't go home, and I don't expect a lot of kids to go home this year. I do not expect a lot of kids to go home. I expect a lot of them to go somewhere, get training. I know that's what Travis is probably going to do. Shador last year, he took about 5 or 6 of the receivers down, and they got training. So I don't expect most of them to go home. But that's the timetable that he set. So let's not get all in a flux because he's going to send them home after 1 week. That's the way he did it that's the way he did it this last year, and that's the way he's going to continuously do it because I think it sets up well for him and what he likes to do. So it should be good. It should be good.
When March come, Coach Prime is doing something that he's going to do a little bit different this year when it comes to the media and who can cover prices, things like that. I'm not going to say what's going on with that, this, that, and the third, but I will say you probably will see more people covering practices this year than normal because Coach Prime is opening it up for people to come and cover the team during the springtime. So if you see some content creator up there and they covering practices, don't be jealous. This, that, and the third. It's part of the plan, part of the process. I'm just letting you get ahead of it now. All right?
You know they gonna be crying, Rob. They finna be crying, man.
I'm just letting people know. Because I don't want to. Why this person there? I don't know, man. But it's what it is. Old school, what's the word?
Hey, what up, Rob? Hey, welcome back, Rob. How you enjoy your vacation?
Man, I enjoyed it, man. I'm just happy to be back. I'm gonna be happy to be back here, man, with you guys, the La Familia, ready to get this thing ready to go. 75 days into the spring game, ready to get it on.
I feel you. I hear you out there too. Hey, Rob. Hey, look, you look a little brighter, man. I hope you picked up some things out there. Where was you at, the islands?
I was in the Dominican Republic. Yes, man. I
told him he didn't put that baby weight on old school.
Hey, Rob, I'm sorry.
He didn't put that baby weight on old school. Look at him. Look at that puffiness, man.
Hey, Big
No,
LT,
that's
Big LT, I see him. I don't want to overtalk y'all, Rob, but I'm glad you're back, Rob. I saw, on your last show, you're going to be taking some time. You need to, get ready to reflect on some things. I see you did. You got that smile on your face. You got a little shit. You got a little, hey, you got a little red. Hey, do I see you got a little red or a little darker?
Hey, I got a suntan, man. That's all.
See what you done started. See what you done started, Big LT. See what you done started, bro.
Suntan, man.
See what you done started.
Well, welcome back, Rob. I still love you, boy.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man.
That's what happened when they put them feet up in that sun, man. He got that feet up in that sun, man. Relax.
Yeah, I'm super light, man. Y'all. If I was to take this off, y'all really see like how my skin is feeling and stuff right now. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna take it off.
Hey, I see it. I see the red headphones, and I see you too, boy. I'm telling you, boy. That Native American. That Native American coming up out of Yale.
No, I get super light in the wintertime. It always happens, and then I get back dark during the summertime. It just happened, man.
I get.
Hey, yeah, man.
That Boulder, Colorado.
What they not talking about? That crazy?
He was talking about when I was out there. I was at Monkey
That's how you smile. That's how you smile when you on that beach. Get them happy evening rub downs.
I went to Monkey Land. I went all over the place, man. I listen. I'll drop some pictures and stuff for y'all, man. Just not here. I ain't gonna drop them on here. But I'll drop some pictures. If y'all follow my social medias, y'all probably seen something. If y'all don't follow me on social media, just hit me up. I'll show you what I was doing. It ain't nothing, man.
Hey, Rob, for Colorado to only show 2 players, man. That show they look like the rest of them CU players looked good down there at the Super Bowl, man. Super Bowl weekend, man.
I mean,
it was 4. I think it was 4 of them. Wasn't it 4 or 5 in all?
Yeah, about 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, so they took Seton, they took Black Bully, they took Preston, Jimmy.
And Jimmy, yeah.
So I don't want to hear nobody say he only look out for the Sanders boys. Did that the third. He took some other players with him. All right, he took some other players with him.
I mean, but
It
and
looked
then
like
at the
it
end,
looked like he sent them boys on a shopping spree too.
but this the
Get them
thing.
boys,
This the biggest
let's
he
get them
did. But
boys right, dog. They can't come
this the
around.
biggest thing. This the biggest thing is they had to they had to come to this one because next year this time they'll be getting themselves ready for either they probably Shador and Shiloh and Jimmy liable to be playing in the Senior Bowl. They're gonna be getting themselves ready for the draft, so they can't be coming to no Super Bowl weekend and doing all of that. So this was the best. This was the best year for them to come out to meet people. You see, they showed them talking to the owners and promoting themselves and telling people what they're capable of doing. So I mean, I think that was the best time. So he brought guys. Seaton was the youngest, the youngest guy on there, but he your 5-star. He your man right now. So I mean, you take him everywhere. But yeah,
Uh,
he don't just look out for the Sanders boy. He look out for everybody.
Rob, are you covering the practices? To be determined. I cannot give up any information. Even if I knew, I couldn't give up the information. Like I said, man, there's a lot of stuff in works. The ink ain't dry on stuff, man. I can't discuss what might happen. Y'all just gonna find out. Y'all just gonna find out, and y'all find out, man. Hey, hey, I might do some things, man, for y'all. But my cousin plays on the Colorado team. I get my info about the spring practices, so I really don't listen to no bloggers. Hey, man, shout out to you, man. Who your cousin, man? Let us know who your cousin is, man. Thank you for supporting it. Being here, bro. Uh, it really ain't, bro. It really ain't. I'm just going out there just put the PSA announcement out, man. Hey, listen, man. If they cover them, they cover them, man. Just let it be. It's always somebody trying to put a wedge in because this person covering that person ain't covering this, that, and the third. Like, man, it is what it is, man.
Hey, over here we gonna
Just be
stay in our
blessed.
lane. We gonna be
Just
we
be
just
blessed.
gonna stay in our lane and do what we've been doing. Providing the people with the knowledge that we got and whatever we know, we let you know. After it's been spoke about, then we'll let you know because we ain't here to break no news or do no stuff like that. Um, we just here to make sure that everybody understand what's going on with the University of Colorado at this moment. Um, and then like we told y'all, Sapp was coming. We said that everybody tried to, turn you down when you said that. And he ain't coming. Them people said that, yeah. Okay, you know. And I gave you the rundown of why he's being used in the way he's being used. So I
I,
mean, we ready to get ready. The defensive coordinator up there, I'm pretty sure he probably meet with the boys today and get some understanding. If you want to see what a good football coach is, go watch the Cincinnati Bengals safeties
all right. Yeah.
and watch
I
how
listen.
he developed those guys. Go ahead, bro.
Shake the haters off, man. Shout out to my boy John, the liquidator in the building, boy. Hey, man, he over
Salute
there doing
John.
big
Salute
things.
John.
He over there doing big things, man, hitting milestones, man, and just taking that thing to another level, man. Appreciate you, Brody, man. As always, man. You know the vibes, man. You know what it is, man. You know what's up, man. But I'm gonna hit you when I get off for sure, man, because we gotta get some things on the rocking, dog. It's time, dog. 75 days to spring game, man. We gotta line some things up. We gotta line some things up for sure.
Hey,
But
you know, and it looked like to me yet another year again without making the playoffs or winning the championship or Heisman. It looked like to me that Shador looked like he won the Heisman. If you would have asked me the way they was cheering and screaming for him down there, come on, man, they
yeah,
had Prime. You would have thought Prime won the national championship. They got them signing all these helmets and come on all these shows and all that, man.
I forgot to talk about this, but hey, man, shout out to Travis. Shout out to Travis on his engagement, man.
Oh yeah.
That's huge, man. Shout out to Travis Hunter on his engagement, man. Salute to you, brother. If you watching this, if somebody from CU watching this, man, let Travis know, man, from RobDaManMedia family that we rock with you, man. Keep doing your thing.
Congratulations, Trav.
Yep.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations. Shout out to John the Liquidator.
Welcome back, Rob.
Continue to keep shaking. I'm sorry, Rob. Continue to
Go
keep
ahead.
shaking them haters off. Back to you, Rob.
Welcome back, Rob. Tell us about what you think about the new DC? I actually already just talked about that. It's kind of what I said before. Before that announcement, man, it really didn't matter who the defensive coordinator was to me, honestly, because it was about development, about moving this thing to the next level, and just all around, just building relationships. Because at the end of the day, when you look at this whole grand scheme of things, all this comes down to building relationships. At the end of the day, and so whoever we pick, it didn't matter, right? Because the only thing that's gonna matter is what happens on Saturdays. What he does now until August 31st ain't gonna matter until the end of August 31st when that game ends. How did the defense look? Was it aggressive? Did we see improvement? Did we have some dogs out there? Were we flying around? What are we looking like? Right? I love that we went out and got a young defensive coordinator because that's gonna help us, right? Be able to relate to players, be able to build relationships, be able to recruit, be able to show that, hey, listen, Colorado is the place to be. And this is my message to any and every recruit. If you're watching this right now, when you want to talk about NIL, why you ain't got Colorado in your top 3? Why you ain't choose Prime? Because when you talk about NIL, somebody that's going to get you in front of the cameras, who's going to get you that extra dollar, who's going to get you all the advertising that you need, why would you want to be with Coach Prime? That's just buffoonery. Like, you want to talk about the top of being NIL, all eyes on you, and you don't want to be at Colorado? You ain't trying to really make no money. You looking for collectors.
And another thing, Rob, the DC is from the South, man. From South North Carolina. So he knows his way around the South, man. People underestimating that right there, man. We don't know what type of connections and links he got running around through the South, man.
But again, this comes back to if you're a Coach Prime fan, if you've been following him, this man again, he checks all the boxes. And if you go back and you listen to his interview, the interview that I think somebody had up on Twitter, and you listen to him talk, he talks that Coach Prime kind of talk. And I got to give shots out to my dog, Law Dog. Law Dog said this. He said that Coach Prime need to go find a young, hungry guy that wants to prove himself. And that's exactly what Prime went and did. He went and got a young guy that's been in one organization who has worked himself up, that has been consistent in what he's doing, and consistently putting out, getting cornerbacks and DBs better, and been loyal to one organization.
Hold on before you finish that. I just gotta say this because it just struck me, right? Don't Coach Prime always watch our show? When things be said on here, don't things happen? But we some nobody, right?
But we some nobodies though. But don't worry about it. We got something coming. We got something coming in the works where everybody can be like us. You get what I'm saying? So everybody can be like us. But we don't know. But hey, listen. But again, we're not trying to act like we know nothing. We just trying to tell y'all it's just simple. It's just simple, and what people are looking for, and the kind of people that he wants around him. When we continue to tell y'all he looking for guys by relationships and other people that can vouch for him, and there's no bigger person that can vouch for this man than the man that he considers his son, which is Adam Pac-Man Jones, vouching for this man. You seen Bucky with Pac-Man Jones in his videos. Like, come on, man, it's just common sense. But as a football coach and his football etiquette, it is A1, guys. It is A1. You can't get a better coach than what we got. A young home, like I said, I give Law Dog a lot of credit because he called that. He really did.
Hey, listen, and I ain't even trying to brag or nothing. I'm just being real about it. It's like, y'all, when we say stuff, man, and y'all go out here and y'all be like, they don't know what they talking about. They just be talking. They just be running their mouth. And then y'all see it happen. And then Coach Prime come back and explain exactly how things happened, how things went down. When facts start getting thrown around, everybody get quiet. I just wanted to know because it's documented. I can go pull it up. It's here.
We don't got time for that, man. And man, we tell people the shirts, the brand tell you how we feel. We stand on what we talking about. We ain't just talking just to hear ourselves talk. We just talking about what we know and what we've been privileged in some aspects to hear. And be fortunate enough to tell you guys, what we have, what's going on. But if you follow people the way you say if you follow people the way you say you follow people, hold on, that me?
No, that's not you.
Or
Go ahead.
if you follow people the way you say you follow people, then you will know what we're saying and what we're standing on is is his principles. And when you look at that, that's now you don't see why I don't see why you would think this was a bad hire. But if you think it's a bad hire, go ahead. You know, we'll wait till the season and sit here and dissect it. But again, the biggest thing is there's no film out on this guy and what he's gonna run. So every offensive coordinator in the Big 12 right now is worried about what kind of defense this man is gonna run. Now you can say he's gonna run the Mike Zuma defense or the dude who was off defensive coordinator this year at Cincinnati, but that's not proven. He might want to be his own man and do his own thing. And the greatest coaches do what's best for their personnel, and I think that's what kind of coach we got. Mr. Steve D. Dale, what's going on, fellas?
What's up, y'all? Man, I'm just tapping in before I got to start working too much harder.
What's the
up,
word?
fellas? What's up? Nice to
Yeah,
meet
y'all
you.
tell me what y'all.
Welcome back.
How y'all feeling, man? I've been out, man. How y'all feeling? Anything y'all want to talk about, man? Pull up on us, talk about it, man. Hey, we here, we talking.
Well,
Mr.
I'm glad,
Steve, go ahead.
Coach. I'm glad you said relationships, and you getting coaches that are willing to utilize the talent that you have. If you listen to Shador, when Shador came out and said, and I'm like, people arguing, people fussing. The man came out and told you, you got receivers out there trying to decide which route they're going to run. Now, you just got these receivers 2 months in that school, and you're telling them, well, you get to make a decision. And people, oh, Shador holding that ball. Yeah, he holding that ball because that receiver didn't go where he's supposed to win. The quarterback knew he's supposed to. And I ain't just blaming. Let's not go on and say I'm blaming receivers and saying Shador doesn't have a part to it also. But what I am saying is this. If you got a coach and a quarterback telling you, let's make it in football, everything I was taught and in life, keep it simple. Everything I do, I keep it simple. I'm like, hey, run this route. If that route ain't there, you go to an open spot and we'll go from there. But run this route and you run it perfectly every time. So when that quarterback throws that ball, he knows, bam, you're there. And when you have a quarterback and a coach telling you, bam, hey, this ain't right, and you so stubborn that I'm gonna stick with my whatchamacallit. I don't care what you say. That's a problem. So when you start, I'm sorry, go coach.
Hey, this ain't the thing, but y'all remember, and like I said, we ain't throwing, but after week 3, about week 4, me and Rob came on the show and we said that, somebody had already taken the job. He had already, he was out of there. He had checked out. He wasn't worried about Colorado football no more, but everybody screaming us up and down, and we told the ball face lie. No, Coach Prime just ain't listening to him. He just want to run what he want to run.
But coach, because the cool thing about you and Rob is this one here. What I tell people is this here. I don't have to tell you I told you so. Who cares? Who cares about that? The point is you're trying to provide some information to people who really don't have an insight on it and who are going out there guessing. This is what I don't like. Please stop it. Oh, well, I saw this here, or Johnny said this here, so it must be true. Just because somebody throws something on the wall don't mean it's true. Come on, folks. It doesn't mean it's true. You'll have someone, I don't know what somebody can come and say this one here. I think Travis Hunter is just an outstanding young man. A young man that realizes, and I'm about money when it comes to this here. People go out there, oh man, I don't know why he ain't out there and sowing his oats. I do, because that's money. Every time you sow your oats and you go out there and you leave some seed out there, that's 30% of your income gone. So you start subtracting from 100%, the government got 30%, you subtract another 30%, now you have 40% of your income. It makes no sense. It makes no sense when it comes to dollars and cents. Be
To me,
responsible, do the right thing.
But to me, it don't even make no sense, Coach. That kid is his own man, and he doing what he want to do. Again, maybe he should make that popular. Maybe that should be the end thing. That girl that's been down with you since day one. before you didn't have nothing, before you was whoever you was. You go and kick her to the curb because you want to star. When she could, you just make her the star. So don't knock the man because he's doing what he feel is best. You didn't see Travis at the Super Bowl. Him and Shador best friends, but that's not his lane, and he's not trying to do what Travis Hunter doing. What Shador Sanders is doing. He doing what Travis Hunter want to do. So let's not knock the kid for being his own man. Let's salute this man for going out and doing what he thought was best. And when you listen to the man's talk, he said he wanted to do this 5 years ago.
And he should, and I don't have no knock on it. That's the smart thing to do. It makes too much. You need to be happy. Not only do you need to be happy, you need to do smart things and responsible things. And that young man has his head together. I salute him and anyone who ever comes on there. And I tell him, I said, explain this to me. You're gonna tell me you want somebody that done had everybody under the sun, and you got videotapes of her, but you got an angel that you got that you done had her ever since you was in junior high school. It don't add up to me. I'm just one of them dudes. It don't add up to me. I want mine, not somebody else's. But that I'll leave that alone.
And then, Mr. Woodland, every time we see Travis, he's happy, man. He got a big smile from ear to ear. If she what makes him happy, then so be it. I mean, you got a lot of women out here that's making other men happy while they got a man. She's making him happy, man, and they done been together for a minute. Let the man be happy. And yes, she's black.
But she's
not white or any of this.
Building on his legacy, though.
Black.
I'm going on. He's growing, and she's growing with him. They're growing together. That's the beauty I like about them. It's a difference of someone just getting paid off of you. No, she's providing him with, hey, this is how we're gonna run our business with this one here. This is how you're gonna grow on this one here. That young lady has a master's degree, so you ain't talking to no chump.
A master's degree.
You ain't
come on, man.
Exactly.
And then you don't see her on the internet talking all type of crazy pictures and wilding out. You don't see her act all that, man. You don't see her doing none of that type of stuff, man. The stuff that I see that she does for Travis, man. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. Have some respect for this woman and that she's working with Travis. You don't understand the pressure that she probably goes through as a woman being with a superstar.
Absolutely.
This man's a superstar right now. She knows thousands of women that's frolicking and started throwing themselves at Travis on the sideline and behind the scenes, man. She's not stupid. She knows what she got. Why would she mess that up?
What up, Dev? What up, J-Dot?
Yo.
What up, J-Dot?
That night is at the, Coach Dre said, he tried to tell him about Sean Lewis back in what? Oregon game?
Oregon game, yeah.
Nobody believed me. Nobody believed me.
I mean, again, at the end of the day, J-Dot, what it come down to, bro, is these boys on RobDaManMedia, we stand on business, we stand on principle. We ain't just talking just to hear ourselves talking. Like Mr. Steve said, we ain't here to tell you we told you so. We just told y'all that it was more to why they was falling apart. You heard Shador say that they went together as a team. You heard him say, how we gonna be brothers and how we gonna be a team when we fighting against one another. And you saw that clearly in the Colorado State game. You saw it clearly. Travis Hunter got knocked out. Listen, if that's one time where I wouldn't care about my team, us getting 100 flags, we'd have got 100. I wouldn't care nothing about that. But Shador Sanders was the only person that was 10 yards down the field, run down, get in this boy face. And then with his own team, when they came down there, they didn't come to jump in the boy face. They tried to pull Shador away, and you see Shador snatch away from his teammate, saying like, really? I'm the only person that's been to ride for dog?
And when you talking about dogs, we know what dogs he talking about. He talking about the ones in the front line.
But you can tell this. They're not there anymore. You know who the dogs are. Because one thing I can tell you, one thing I like about Coach Prime, he don't put up with bull junk long. When he tells you, I'm gonna take care of something, even if it's something people like, oh, I don't know why he's doing this or that long. he has a respect for people. He can respect you, but if you're not doing what's in the best interest of his program, he's gonna help you get to where you want to go, but you're not gonna be in that position anymore. I can guarantee you that. I don't care even if it's his best friends, because I truly thought Thurman was gonna get that job at DC, because I was like, hey, the job he did at Jackson State. But I understand. I understand what the point on this one here. You needed youth in there. And the reason you need youth, because you need to show them, hey, we want to have somebody young, hungry, and the defensive coordinator got a lot to gain, because this is what I tell people. Hey, let me explain something to you. You had a 126 ranked defense. That young man, he ain't got nowhere to go but up. Anything he does, he's going to get credit for it 100-fold. And the next thing he got better talent. When you got better talent, and you got a baseline of a last, you can't go nowhere but up. So he's going to get props. So he understood he had a great opportunity, and he's taking advantage of it.
Man, in
All right. Well,
3 to 4 years, that man will have either a D coordinator job in college, or a head coach job in college, or D coordinator job in the NFL, man.
2 years. 2
all
years. 2 years he's gone.
Speaking of defensive coordinators, right? The one that everybody thought we was gonna get, Mr. Jim Lenhart, right? He's coming to Colorado. He just won't be on the Buffs staff. He's gonna be on the Denver Broncos staff as a defensive backs coach.
Wow.
So the one that a lot of people thought that we were going to get will be in Colorado. He's just gonna be on the Denver Broncos staff as a DB coach. So he wants to be in Colorado. He got his wish to be in Colorado. He just won't be a Buff. He's going to be a Denver Bronco.
On that route, I think a lot of people wanted him, but as a player, I don't think the players would have liked the scheme. Let me just say this. A 3-4 scheme, you don't get to shine as a pass rusher or a D lineman. Most college kids want to showcase their talents against the NFL, and under the 3-4, you really can't do that. So I kind of see why they didn't go for a 3-4 scheme, and that's probably why Dennis Thurman didn't get the job, because he runs a 3-4.
Yeah. So
that's just my opinion, because I played in a 3-3, and it's not fun. You got to do too much.
They're gonna run that 4-2-5?
Yeah, for those who didn't understand what I said, yes, Mr. Jim, the one who was everybody thought we was getting as a defensive coordinator, the ex-Wisconsin Badgers defensive coordinator, the one everybody thought we was getting is going to the Denver Broncos to be the defensive backs coach. So he's going to be in Colorado. He just won't be a Buff, which is okay. But moving forward, right? I gotta give praise to something, right? UCLA has hired a black head coach. For those who don't know who this is Mr. Deshaun Foster. He was on that staff last year under Chip Kelly, and he's now the new head coach of the UCLA Bruins. UCLA did interview 11 people during the process, and they chosen to stick with somebody that was already on staff to save the players on the roster. But I had to give them some respect, right? Because one thing about it, right? People always say, y'all don't give respect to the other black head coaches when they get a job. So I just want to put it out there, because I always give love to all the black head coaches. But I just want to make sure that, they got publicized, right? That he did get the head coaching job. And, I think it was a smart move, a great move by UCLA. He's gonna be a great coach that's gonna come in and help UCLA win the LA market, win it back from USC. He's gonna help them in the NIL. He's gonna help them, grow money into the program, and he's gonna do the one thing Chip Kelly didn't want to do, and that's freaking recruit. Let's just be honest.
That's crazy though, bro.
He's gonna do
all these coaches all of a sudden popping up. All these black coaches is popping up everywhere after prime. After your prime, which is good. I'm saluting. But that's crazy, bro.
Well, go, Coach.
No, go ahead, Mr. Steve.
Well, you have two folds, Rob. You on this one here. He wants to be there, number one. And number two, he's gonna stay. You got somebody that he's not going anywhere. With these other coaches, the problem you have is this one here. They're looking for the next best job. When you're hiring these African American coaches, which people are going to notice in the future and in the present, they're going to stay and be loyal to those programs because they understood how hard it was for them to get in there. The great coaches that they have out there. I'm going to give you, Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning just waiting for his next opportunity. He waiting on that one that he's like, I love that one to get out of that. Because people like, Oregon is a great job. Well, I'll tell you, it's a great job, but the weather's horrible up there. The weather's horrible. And when you got a family, you want to be somewhere where it's nice, sunny, and pretty. And then you got all them athletes out there. So my point is only this. They're going to get more opportunities, but what they're going to have to do is what Fran Brown does over there in Syracuse. You're going to have to recruit your butt off. You're going to have to develop those players and continue to build those relationships where those kids know we want to play for you. And that's what Coach Prime has his bread and butter. People want to be there.
I can tell you Fred Brown ain't playing in Syracuse because he just let go his top receiver today. Dismissed him from the team. So he ain't playing up there in Syracuse. Just know that.
He has no, because again, and then with jobs like this, guys, we also got to look at the point that they'll probably give him a chance to do what he needs to do because Chip Kelly showed you that he, like you say, he didn't want to recruit. And he was looking for the next best thing. He really wants to be in the NFL. And so now he gets, but that didn't come calling, so he went to the next best thing, a team that can win a national championship and put him back on the mantle to get another big head coaching job because he doesn't feel like UCLA was going to get him what he was looking for. But again, it's a great hire. It'll probably keep all the kids there. And but the biggest thing why you see a lot of coaches doing what they're doing is they don't want to do this. I think you heard the coach from Maryland say his third string quarterback came and asked him for $100,000. His third string quarterback came and asked him for $100,000.
Third string running back.
Running back came and asked him for $100,000.
Is he still running, Coach? Because he'd be running right on out my program.
But listen though, but a Prime would have said that, he's throwing him under the bus. Why they don't want. This is what, but in this one, and when we were talking about this earlier months ago, when I was saying it can't be about the money because this is what college football is turning into. Where a kid that ain't playing, maybe touching the ball 1 or 2 times a game, he come and tell his coach, "Hey, coach, I need $100,000. I'm gonna hit the portal."
And how do you motivate a player like that, Coach? That's the only problem I have with
it's hard, Coach. It's hard all the way around because this is what. And again, I understand when you come from nothing. I do. I don't want nobody to get up here and say, "Well, Coach, it's a way to go about it." I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve any cash or none of that. I'm not saying none of these kids don't deserve any cash, but. Let's take a Travis Hunter. You see the way he continuously being blessed because he continuously being humble, doing the right thing, giving back, showing these people how to do it the right way. All you want is somebody, you ain't even did nothing for nobody. And you want him to give you $100,000.
But Coach,
$100,000.
But Coach, this is where I go with people and I tell people, I say, it's tax season right now. And people who, you'll have people who get that tax money and they do it every year. They get all that tax money, and with that tax money, it's gone in 3 days. But the point is this one here. You get money, but if you don't understand money and make money grow for you, what's the purpose of getting it? you might as well just throw that money up in there like you do at the strip club. Just give it away.
Mr. Steve, we said this is what me and brother, we documented this. If you you ask it for $100,000, right? And let's just say you from the hood and you from after you done kind of got your mama them what they need and maybe got them out of debt and then went out and bought you a big change and stunted and flossed and did everything for the hood and the homies. And like you say, in a month or two, that 100,000 gone. If you ain't producing, who giving you another 100,000?
Well, who gonna pay taxes on that 100,000? Because you done spent it. You done spent that 100,000, so now you in debt.
That's on them. No, that's on the people that gave it to you. That I don't think them kids got to
Yeah.
pay it on.
Oh,
It's
they
on the
Yeah.
don't.
people that get.
But
No
okay,
sir,
So let's
no sir.
yeah, no, that's just hand cash to them. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
ain't
okay.
ain't
Yes
no
sir.
Good,
taxes
good.
on that.
Now
Yeah,
That
no
ain't
sir.
nothing that's been reported or nothing. It's just $100,000.
And what I'm
They're
telling
gonna
you,
change
Mr.
that
Steve,
then.
Mr. Steve, what I'm telling you is for the people that's giving out that money, it is a tax write off. For them
Okay.
big boosters
Yeah,
that's
yeah. For
giving
them
out
it
the money,
is.
it's a tax write off. So okay, yeah, I give them 100,000, and here you go. And then I think Coach Prime or one coach said it. He said, listen, the problem that you're having with these young kids coming in and these older kids is I'm at your university and I don't produce, and you out here giving these high school kids 100 and $200,000, and I ain't making nothing but 50, 20,000 here and there, 15. But these kids coming here, and the one thing these young kids ain't gonna do, they gonna tell you what they got. Oh yeah, boy, give me 150,000 to come in here, man. Yeah, huh?
That's
I done got 15. I'm leading the team in tackles and doing this kind of stuff. And how you think them kids feel when I'm here putting on for your school and I ain't making that kind of money? It
but see,
caused a rift in the locker room.
this is where the real issue begins at right then and there, right? You're gonna give a kid that's not proven that hasn't did anything on the field yet 100,000, 500,000, right? For a kid that's on your roster that has produced for you and they're getting crumbs. So now when you see these kids going to the transfer portal, then y'all think that the kids are wrong because they're going after their value because the where they was at didn't value them. They value somebody that was younger than them that hasn't produced anything yet. Because at the end of the day, when you're giving these kids this money, what have they done to show you that they deserve it? And so this is the reason why people have a lot of problems with Coach Prime because he rather take a transfer portal kid that he's seen on film, that he's seen in the college game, that's seen in the college system, that understands the game and what the rigors that comes with it, and give them the money versus giving a high school kid that don't know nothing, still wet behind the ears, smell like Similac. They don't know what the hell's going on in college football, the money. Now there are some kids that's generational kids that could just come out flat out and come out there and just do their thing, like a Travis Hunter. But then there's a lot of kids that ain't ready to step in or day one and step on that field and produce. And they're asking for this large sum of money. And I get it, right? You trying to take care of mom, dad, and everybody, right? That's all fine and dandy. But at some point, it's going to ruin the program because somebody's going to lose respect because for you in the program, and things are going to go south fast because everything's going to come about money, and that's all it's going to come about. It ain't going to come about development. It ain't going to come about how do I get myself to NFL or help me produce to get to the next level. It's always going to be about the money piece of it, and a lot of kids are going to fail because they ain't learning nothing out of it. All they're learning is when I don't get my way here, I'm gonna go here, and then I don't get my way there, then I'm gonna go here until the money dries up, and it ain't gonna be no money.
Wow, Rob, I look at the only thing I look at a little different is this one here. This is a $1 billion industry. So for the players, to me, they're not giving me anything. We're generating billions of dollars. That's me. I love the way you're saying that the young players coming in, the freshmen and stuff coming in there, they haven't done it, they haven't played a game yet, and I understand that. But that's where you as a coach and you as an administration needs to put down what are your morals and what are your values, because you're going to have to decide these are the people that we're going to invest in. To me, it's like an investment. When you invest, this is who I'm going to invest in. I'm going to invest in the ones who were there for me from day one that are producing. Now I'm going to go out there and look at free agents and say, hey, these people here have shown that they have produced where they were at last place. So now I can say, and they have good character. Now I can invest in those individuals. When I look at it that way, that's how I would pay mine. I'm not paying a young kid who come to me and tell me he wants $300,000. I'll say, good,
But
bless you. You can go to the
but see
next
here,
person.
I wish it worked that way, Mr. Steve, but it don't. And here's the key piece that a lot of people are missing, right? They get these young kids on contracts. If these kids make it, they're getting more than what they invested into those kids back plus more
Yeah.
because these kids don't understand the language. Some of the parents don't understand the language. Never went to a lawyer, attorney to figure anything out. They just signed it because they need the
Facts.
money right then and there.
Facts.
And that's where the bad business come in, and that's what gets this into a whole different other realm. And then the kid come out later talking about, because think about the kids that don't got their parents out there that's doing stuff, and they got a guardian, and the guardian's taking advantage of them because they don't know no better. Or you got
speak on it.
They're
You better
done.
speak on it. You
Yeah,
better
they're
speak
done.
on it.
or you got a single parent that can't see their kid because they're working so many jobs, and somebody else is representing this kid, and this person getting all the money when it should be going back to the mama or to the family, but you got somebody in the middle of stuff. Or you got a recruit that's good with where he at, but you got a middleman going in there speaking on behalf of the recruit, mess up a whole opportunity for a kid. But I ain't gonna speak on that part. I know some I know some stuff that I can really get into, but I ain't gonna speak on that part.
You better tell them. You better tell.
But there's a lot of
but
things
I mean,
happen. I would say this.
Thing, man, if you guys want to hear some real recruiting information, go ahead.
No, go ahead, finish.
Go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead, finish.
I think he's delayed.
But if you guys want to hear some real recruiting, go.
Coach, you're going out.
I think what he's trying to say, if you guys want to hear some real recruiting information, check out Mr. Devin Rispo's YouTube channel.
Can y'all hear?
We hear you now.
If y'all want to hear some real recruiting, yeah.
Hey, Dre, drop on and come back on. You like super delayed. You super delayed. Right? Drop off and come back on, Coach Dre. But with that being said, I know what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, go ahead and check out Mr. Devin Rispo's YouTube channel. Hey, mods, can y'all drop Devin Rispo's YouTube channel in the chat for me? Yeah, if y'all want to know recruiting, y'all got recruiting questions. Any recruit that's here that want to know how things are when it comes to recruiting, just check out Devin Rispo. He is part of CU's recruiting team, one of the newest, recruiters on staff. He goes in depth. He talks about any and everything when it comes to recruiting. And the biggest thing that a lot of people miss is that they do recruit the parents. The parents be the biggest kill why a kid loses scholarship because of what you're posting, how you're holding yourself, what you show to the public. Like, they think about those things because they're thinking about marketing. And everything now, it comes about marketing. And a lot of people forget about that. So when y'all look at things and y'all want to understand how the recruiting landscape go, y'all got a young kid, y'all got an up-and-coming person that's going to college, like, don't be afraid to reach out to people. I got over 60 girls in college right now that I understand the rigs of what college coaches look at, what college coaches see, these, that, and the third. Like, even for me, like, even that they talk to me, they're looking at everything that I do, what I post, how I interact with people. So imagine me just being a coach, me helping kids get to college, and they're looking at me. You think they're not going to look at the parents that you're trying to co-sign and talk to or talk about, right? Never talk in a negative light about coaches and things like that to programs, because guess what? That's going to carry. And guess what? These coaches talk to each other. And a lot of people don't understand it. When you say something about a coach, it's going to get back to another coach, and then another coach, and then another coach. And all it's going to do is push on. I'm just letting you know, because that's how it happens. So if you ain't got nothing positive to say, just don't say nothing at all. But shout out to the $10 super chat for Lawrence. For me, I love that Shador really talked about Coach Lewis and the issues that he seen last year to what he wanted to fix this year, and how he wanted a system where he understood the route, like players understand the route tree, and it's not all these option routes, and the mistakes that they made, and becoming a bigger person. So shout out to you, man. If anybody want to comment on the super chat, they can. But I just wanted to go on about how recruiting works and things like that, because a lot of people are misrepresented it in the world, and they just don't understand. And the biggest thing you can do is just reach out.
I mean, and that's the big, and I think a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand that at the end of the day, it boils down to what we see and what these people can see. So if y'all out there acting a donkey on your social media, these people are not coming to see you. They're not. I don't care how good you are. because they want kids with character. And Coach Risk tell these people all the time, he wants kids that want to go pro. He wants kids that want to go pro. If you ain't trying to go pro, he tell you he ain't trying to recruit you because you got to have a goal. You got to have some character. And you got to have something about you that makes people want to come recruit you. But parents, like Rob say, parents, you have to check what you're doing when your son getting recruited. Because don't nobody want no clowns.
Well,
Nobody.
Coach, the numbers are so big with all the money that they're making. They do analysis on this stuff, and they have analysis saying, hey, that kids that are doing these type of things, those kids are not going to be productive for your organization or for your school. They're not going to be accessible because when you have that kind of distraction, it's a distraction, number one. And then number two, you're going to have a thing where you're going to have, okay, is the school going to get hit with any penalties because of the comments made by the individuals, because they could say something, oh, that's an infraction. So you want to make sure that you keep your school as clean as possible and without the distractions. So when you're doing things like that, like Rob said, best thing to do is to don't say anything at all and just stay positive and keep on moving.
Man, honestly, listen, I feel like this. You can say whatever you like, but when you miss up an opportunity for your kid to help their future and brighten their future, that's on you. But a lot of see, here's the thing: a lot of people don't understand that they're messing up, right? A lot of people don't understand that they're messing up opportunity for their kids, their future of their because they just don't know. I'm not saying that I make the best decisions 1,000% every day, all day. 'Cause I don't,
Facts.
right?
Facts.
We all mess up and make mistakes, but my job is to help teach or shed light on something so it doesn't happen in the future. So it might help you. This message might get to somebody that never knew that, oh dang, this is the way it really is. This is what they really do. This is what they really watching. You know what I'm saying? People make mistakes. People are going to
Listen.
better themselves throughout the years. Like as you get older, you get more wiser. You're not gonna make the same mistake that you made 10 years ago. It's just not gonna happen. If you do, that's because you just don't care. But
I love
at the
CC.
end of the
This
day, it's got to be, you got to put it out there, right? And all I'm trying to do is show people that, like, listen, this is what it really is, and this is what people are watching. Whether you want to take the information or not, that's upon you. Whether you want to listen to it, that's not upon you. But when you go and say that, I don't see everybody doing bad, I don't see everybody doing good, right? You're going to make the decisions what's best for you. Understand the message and the content behind what I'm saying is to help you, help somebody in your family that might be going to college that don't understand the recruiting landscape of these things. That's what this message is for. Nothing else.
listen. I love CC. What we're not saying that a lot of people are messed up, but we're not saying that it's the 10%. It's not the 90%. It's the 10%. It's a single mother, like Rob said, that don't get to see her baby play, but all she has to be on the phone calls with him, and the coaches calling and asking, and she doesn't know what kind of questions to ask, or she's a young mother who might have had a child young, and she out there living her life and doing just living, but some of the stuff that she's putting on her social media, she doesn't know that this coach is looking at her social media as well as this kid's social media, and it might be knocking her child's chances
Right,
because
and let's be real, coach. Let's be real. Something you got older mamas. I heard they 40s. There's young, there's old hoes. You know what I'm saying? They're still out here wilding out, man. You got ghetto birds out here having kids young, man. Let's not be around the bush. You know what? We know what
but what I'm
most of the
saying
talent kids is coming from the hood, from them type of single parent moms.
but what I'm saying is some people but what me and Rob and I think what LT is saying is it's a lot of people that don't know that. They just think these people looking at the son's social media and maybe his coach's social media, and what y'all also fail to realize is that makes it harder for the high school coaches because he has to clean that up. So now the coach is gonna call and say, "Hey, coach, hey, I saw such and such mom's social media. It's a little some stuff that's on there sketchy. Kind of got us concerned." Now the high school coach got, "Oh no, she a good parent. She this, she that. Whatever," and you got to try to clean it up. So all we're trying to say is that somebody might not know that, and it might can help somebody by telling y'all, "Hey, maybe sometimes don't post, yourself going out or yourself wild." And you get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that You can't live your best life. But if you have a child that has the opportunity or the knowledge to be able to go to school, and you don't want to come back late, because they're not going to tell y'all. This is what me and Rob is trying to get. They're not going to tell you that that's the reason your son didn't get into school. What they will do is they will tell the high school coach, and if you got a good high school coach, the high school coach, might come to you and be like, I hate to tell you this, but some of the stuff you did was kind of, they was kind of worried about, his situation. So they just, they just said they was going to look at another way. So we're not trying to say people are messed up. We're just trying to lend a hand, because it's a lot of people that didn't have nobody to tell them this. They were just doing this on their own. And it wasn't social media when some of y'all was coming up. So it wasn't instant things. You get what I'm saying? You posting people fighting on your page and stuff like that. That ain't no good look for your child, because it make it look like, oh, that's just not a good look. And that's all we trying to give y'all is the free game that, hey, they're not just looking at your child, they're looking at you as well. Go ahead, Rob.
I'm gonna just take this one step further, right? For some people, right? Do y'all understand why coaches come to games? I know a lot of people don't, right? A lot of people think that a coach come to game to see your kid, and that ain't true. I'm just gonna be 1,000% with you. That ain't true. They really come to the game to see if you're a YMCA parent. And for those who don't know what a YMCA parent is, right? The YMCA parent is a parent that's never happy about anything that's going on. The refs are cheating. My baby won't get the call. I'm always talking bad about the coaches. I'm always yelling at the refs, this, that, and the third. Like, that's what they come to the game to see. They come to see what kind of character your parents are when they at the game. Do they want to deal with that? Because if you cussing out the coach, if you yelling at the refs, or you doing this, that, and the third of the game, you ain't gonna do that in college, because they ain't gonna answer the phone for you. You gonna better call a coach up and be like, "Hey, why my baby not playing? Da 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 da. He should be playing. He this, he that." Bro, that's what they really come to the game for. To really see how do you interact. Like, how does the parents interact? How does the kid interact with what's going on? Is the kid always looking for approval, right? Anytime the kid make a good play, is he looking in the stands? Anytime the kid make a bad play, is he looking in the stands? They want to see that, because that's going to give you indication of what's the true character of this kid. Is he more focused on what's going on right now in this game, in the situation, not understanding time and score, or is he still looking for validation to know that he made a good play, to know that he's in the right place in the right space? Those are the things that a lot of people don't understand that goes on when it comes to recruiting. And I hate to say it, but it's the God honest truth. And it's just stopped a lot of kids from going to places where they should have went, because when coaches come to a game and they start to see what they label, because this is what they label. The first thing they say is the coach of YMCA parents. Do they have YMCA parents? And a lot of people don't know what that term is. But I do, because I've been through the process so many times with all my kids.
Facts.
And so I understand it.
Facts. And what he's again, I like I said, we'll tell you a quick story. My son done played football his whole life, right? He's been playing and playing and playing. No one calls him Coach Dre's son or this and this. They just call him by his name. So just one day I happened to be at practice. He made a play. Everybody, was excited about the play. And it was after the game, and he comes and runs up and gives me his stuff, how kids give you the daddy their helmet or whatever. And a parent turns to me and says, "Coach Dre, that's your son?" I said, "Oh yeah, that's my son." "I never knew this. I've been with your son. We've been playing with him all his whole life. I never knew that." At the house, I give him praise or fix him or whatever it is. But in public, I'm not trying to do that, because I know the eyes are on you. I ain't trying to let you know what's going on. If you sometimes just being quiet and get everything you need to know. It do everything you need to know. Because like he said, they're coming to see how you interact with the coaches. So let's just imagine Coach Prime or Dan Landing or the great Nick Saban, anybody comes to your game and your son, let's just say he just had a bad night, he had an off night. That didn't mean he wasn't gonna get offered. But you come down there and you cuss the coach out and you, oh y'all effing, y'all seen that scout in the stands? He came to see my effing baby and y'all didn't throw him the ball. Y'all didn't do that. The people gonna walk right out the gate and gonna go right home and say, hey, yeah, we not finna sign him. And it ain't got nothing to do with your child. Your child could be the most respectfulest kid, the nicest kid in America. They just don't want, they can't deal with you. And what we trying to do here on this platform is let y'all know that can happen. And if you have a kid that's in that predicament, you have to watch some of the stuff that you're saying and some of the stuff you're doing, because it is a reflection of what you're doing. Just like when your children go out in the public, if your children cussing and fussing and cussing grown-ups out, they think that you ain't raising them right. Let's just call it spade what it is. And that might just not be the truth. They just doing it on their own, but if that's what they see, that's what they're going to go by.
CJ Hurd went to FAU.
Yeah, he signed with FAU guys. They came in late after I think he knew Chip Kelly wasn't coming, and I think CJ Hurd really wants to play. And at FAU he'll probably start. So there's no knock on nobody. We'll get somebody else
Charles
probably
Kelly,
in the
coach?
portal. Huh?
He said Chip Kelly. You meant Charles Kelly?
I mean, Charles. Yeah, no. Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly.
He was looking at UCLA. They were saying it was coming down to Colorado and UCLA, and I think he really probably wanted to go to UCLA, but then they were saying Chip wasn't going to be there. So I think that's when FAU came back in the picture, and he wants to play. And right now, all you're doing is probably coming into Colorado to get redshirted if you're a safety.
Well,
Speaking of these
to him.
last two topics, all right. So the last two topics we're gonna get into it, right? Bill O'Boy goes to BC. Bill O'Boy was the OC for 21 days at the University of Ohio State and took a job to be the head coach at Boston College 21 days later.
Wait.
So what does Ohio State do? Ohio State goes and gets Chip Kelly from UCLA. He's going to be the offensive coordinator because that's how bad Chip Kelly wants to be out of UCLA. Now, I'm going to say this. When I brought up Chip Kelly's name, probably about a month or so ago, about him possibly being the offensive coordinator of Colorado.
Rob, you meant Bill O'Brien. You said Bill O'Boyle.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I was tripping out like, what?
Bill O'Boy. Sorry, my bad. You're right. Bill O'Boy. I don't know how I got the name mixed up, but Bill O'Boy, yes. He's the head coach of Boston College. But back to Chip Kelly, right? When I was saying Chip Kelly could possibly be the offensive coordinator for CU, and people were looking at me like I was crazy. He would never leave a head coaching job to be offensive coordinator. Well, there you have it. Now he's the offensive coordinator for Ohio State. How do y'all feel? Stepping out of a head coaching job at UCLA to be an offensive coordinator at Ohio State.
Smart move. And plus you got to realize the situation he was in. Chip Kelly is petty. Chip got tired of those alumni came out publicly and said they wanted to fire him. And he should have been fired. And Chip didn't like it. Chip looked on that. Chip don't like the recruiting either. And Chip looked at it and said, okay, y'all want to fire me? Okay, cool. He went on that winning streak, got them to a point where they like, man, it look awfully bad. This man had won 8 or 9 games, and we talking about firing him. That'll look awfully bad on us. So they kept him. So Chip looked at it, and you could tell you hold grudges. Chip looked at it and said, hey, Ohio State's going to be going for a national championship. If I get Ohio State with all them weapons they got over there, and we run it the way he think they're going to run it, and plus he has a relationship with Ryan Day. They coached together, if I'm not mistaken, and I know I'm not mistaken. It's perfect for him.
He played for him.
Yeah, he played for him. It's perfect. He goes there, he wins. Even if they get close to a national championship, Chip gone because they're going to put up big numbers. So it's a smart move on him. Now, as an owner or another organization, would I want to get him by the way he did this? Me personally, no. I'm like, nah, you look slick. But Chip's going to get that opportunity because people believe in Chip and think he's an innovator. So that's my point on it.
I think he'll get a coordinator job in the NFL, but I don't think he'll ever be a head coach.
That's what I was finna say. I think that the head coaching part is out because I think when he had 2 head coaching stints, I don't think he comes back to be a head coach unless Ohio State goes on a run where they win about 2 national championships in the next 2 years. Then we'll talk about it. But like Mr. Steve said, it's just an upgrade. It's just an upgrade. He didn't
No
want to be
stress.
there. Like you say, less stress. I'm not running the whole program. All I got to do is worry about the whole offense. But I ain't got to worry about no defense and the coaches and what the kids eating and who recruiting. All I got to do is go out here and coach the offense. So I think that's the best move that he could have made for himself.
And he getting paid.
Right.
Hey, give me 1 second. Hey, Dre, I would challenge you to call any Division I coach and ask them what purpose do they have coming to a game. I'm waiting.
I think
And
I don't
I'm
think Rob. I
telling
don't think
you
you guys mean like the 5 stars. I think you mean like 5-star athletes. People are gonna watch 5-star.
I don't care if you're talking about 5-star, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 stars, no stars. When college coaches come to a game, they're coming there for not what you think they're coming there for. I promise you that.
Listen, Dre. I had a 4-star athlete, and every college coach in America came to the football game. He already had offers. What you thought they was coming to the game to see, bro? He had been on the Elite 11. He had did everything. What you think they was coming to the game to see, bro? Like, come on, like, bro, we not like. But if you think that, that's fine, bro. And you get what I'm saying? So, listen, if he's an unproven kid, yes, I'll go for that. If he's a kid that they haven't seen and they're just going off of word of mouth, then yes, they're probably coming to see that. But if you think them people ain't looking up there in them stands, looking to see what mama doing, what grandma them doing, and all that other stuff, bro, that's what we trying to tell y'all. Y'all thinking that that's what they coming to see, and that's what they basing these offers off, and we trying to tell y'all. But okay, go ahead. But again, if you don't believe us, go look at the best recruiter in the state of in the South on his thing, and he'll tell you. If you don't want to listen to us, that's fine.
I just got a question. How do you evaluate character if you don't go to a game to evaluate character?
You can't.
And the parents are the main example of how you want to, what you want to look at for their child. Because if you see how that parent is acting, that normally, I ain't saying all the time, but most of the time it's reflected because you're gonna repeat what you see. If I got a mother and she just yells and screams all the time, or a daddy that yells and screams all the time, I ain't saying 100% of the time, but 70% of the time, you're gonna start doing some of those things because that's all you know. You see it all the time. So that's all.
But here's the biggest thing that comes out of recruiting is character, right? They want to see if this player fits in a program. So the only way you can go see if that player fits into your program is by going to the game. They're not watching the player playing the game. They're watching the character of the kid to see what he's doing, how he's interacting, how the parents are interacting. That's the biggest key of recruiting. That's what costs you a scholarship.
Listen, they don't got
because
they don't got to come see you play no football. They got that on film. That's why they send out film, son. That's why they fill out film because so you can see him play. Now I need to see how he interacts with his teammate. Is he selfish? Is he about himself? Like Rob saying, yep.
Got a question.
And that's true, and because that's exactly why Rich Press said that's why he was talking about to make the highlight short. Because if they really interested and really want to see, when they really want to see your game and see like they said, see your play, they look at that film. When they come to that field, they come in there to, like they said, to see how you react towards your teammates, towards your coaches, towards the water girl, what's they call the trainers, all that. That's what they come into them games to see how they act, how the fans interact with you.
But you got levels to this. But you got levels to it. The first thing you're going to have, if you don't have the position coach probably be the first one. It might not be the first or second one to go in there if it's one of those guys. Now, if you get to the decision of the coach going to see him, the coach going to see something else because the coach, like you said, Rob, you already know as the coach, my position coach had already went there, validated, and the taped and validated. He is him. I need to go there and see the coach going there to see, well, when they sit him down, how do we act? How did he respond to coaching? What do they do? His family, how is his family going to act towards me when we're talking to him and those type things?
Hold on,
You're
Mr.
going
Steve.
to evaluate what you're going to be putting up with.
Hold on, Mr. Steve. Well, ask them why they do in-home visits.
You're right. You're right.
Just ask them what they do in-home visits for. What they doing for? So they come on, bro. Like, but
So they
see,
can
that's
eat
what I'm
your
saying.
chicken.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Whoever Dre is, that's what we trying to say, bro. It's people like y'all who might get in the kid ear and make him think, hey man, they just coming to see you play, bro. You better get off tonight. No, they done already seen you play. They done seen you tape. And what y'all another thing y'all need to understand. They come into town like they're not they know I coach the east side. I'm a lie for you might lie for your kid. But we over here we got Gainesville High School, we got Buchholz. They got other kids over there they want to go recruit. And you know what they gonna do when they go in there? Hey, I know I'm here to see him, but hey, what you think of that kid over there east side?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, coach, you know he a good kid, but such and such and such and such and such. So man, y'all stop thinking that. Listen, bro, y'all better stop being naive. That's how kids and parents are getting messed up because people are being naive and making people think that that's what it's about. But y'all keep thinking that. Y'all keep thinking that.
You're
You'll be
educating
amazed.
people, man.
You'll be amazed how many college coaches called me about it. Not even the kid that was our coach, another kid that was in the stadium. Like, how do you feel about this kid? And they'd be like, you know what I'm saying? So it's all when it comes to recruiting and character. A coach is gonna do whatever they need to do to find out your character, right? But they still gonna come and pull up and see if it's really like that. Because you can, like, if you go lie, you're gonna mess up opportunity for the next kid and the next kid. So ain't no point in your lying. You might want to tell the truth. It's just understand what comes with everything.
There you go right there, Rob. So then the coach go out here out on the limb and lie and say, hey boy, it's good, everything Gucci, they gonna
It
be
messed up
good.
your
Then
credibility. They can't put no faith in you no more.
Then these people go up here and show you what they really made of.
And you hurt the other kids.
Now you don't hear all these other kids at this school because I don't even want to talk to y'all. When I ain't even coming to your school. When I come to the city, I ain't even coming to your school because I know you a lot to me. Ain't nothing to talk about. Like y'all gotta get like what we trying to get y'all to understand is it's more now. Back in the day, it wasn't all of this social media, so you could just go off a word of mouth or this and this, but that's not the case anymore.
But Coach Dre, this is it's so self-explanatory, and I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna break it down this way. You have to re-recruit your own kids, and if you have to re-recruit your own kids, why would you spend time on kids that you already know that they're high maintenance and that they're going to be issues and you're going to have to put up with all of this stuff? That makes no sense. Why would I put up with that when I know I need to be dealing with these type of kids with this type of character that I know I can maintain these kids and keep these kids in my program?
Well, here's the pushback to this. Your athletic ability better outweigh your problems. Because if they don't, you will be gone.
But even if you got that kind of athletic ability, if you're not available and you're cursing people out and disrespectful, you're not going to stay there long. So what difference?
But some coaches will put up with it though. If it's like I take example, right? If you look at Urban Meyer will put up with it.
He
But
did.
you're producing.
Listen. But
you have to produce.
not. But Mr. Steve, what I'm telling you is the stuff Urban Meyer put up with, and the things he had to get, you know, God bless the dead out of him it, bro. It was crazy down here. I promise you that. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
so yeah, some of it, but at the end of the day, was it worth it? Because
True.
now look at what you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Happening to him. It still something bad end up happening to him because we've been pacifying it. Oh, it's all right because you got talent. It's all right because you got talent. Or we gonna make this go away because you got talent. Stop. Because eventually something bad gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then you know what? Then now you feel bad. Because dang, I could have stopped that. Man, I could have put an end to that. Man, I could have sent him home.
But even with that though, Coach Dre, when you to me it goes with your program.
Hold on. Let's do this, Mr. Steve. We all think that Bishop Thomas is a great talent, right? We all,
He's a great talent, but he hasn't produced. He's a great talent.
but Coach Prime trying to save him as a man, as a young man.
That's the
I
difference.
care. I care about you way more as a person in your life than I care about you in football.
But he's not playing. That's the difference. Coach Prime cares because he's not
That's the
playing.
point. That's the
Yeah.
point I'm making. That's the
Okay.
point I'm making.
Okay.
It's some coaches that, hey man, he's a talent. We gotta use him.
Correct. Like I'll give you for Juju. When Juju, and nothing wrong with Juju, but Juju came there, man. His numbers were out. That young man had 22 tackles in one game. What a big game that he did! 20 tackles or 16 tackles in one game, and you could see the difference of him on that field. He made a difference as a linebacker on that field. But like anything else, you have to look at the big picture. Is this where I want my team to be, and is this the culture I want to have for my team? And when you decide that no, I'm standing on these values, it's the betterment for your team, because your team is going to see coach didn't put up with that, and if he didn't put up with him, and he way better than me, I ain't got no room to act a fool.
All right, listen, bro, Dre. I'll take that chance right now. You're trying to better. I'll ask a Power Five coach right now. I can have a Power Five coach come up here and talk about this, bro. I don't need to ask, bro. Like, listen. I got too many girls in college right now and deal with college coaches on the day-to-day basis, bro. That can call me at any point in time, dog. So it's just, this is what I do. Like I know you're trying to make a point, bro, but like I do this on a day-to-day basis. Like
Hey,
I
bro,
really do this.
and bro, and what we saying is you might be right that they coming to see, but what I'm telling you, if you think they just coming to see that person play, they got film, bro. What kids putting their huddle up for? What kids putting film on Twitter and Instagram and shit? What they doing that for? If that was the case, then the coach was, come on, man. Like, but if you say so, we'll go for it, bro. We ain't here to argue with you, bro. Go to the next topic, bro.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, right, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl last night. My question to y'all, did the Chiefs win the Super Bowl or did the 49ers give them the Super Bowl?
The Chiefs won the Super Bowl because
Now, here's what my pushback of this is, right?
go.
If the 49ers run the football, the Chiefs never win this game.
But if
49ers gave it to him.
we've seen
49ers gave it to him, Steve.
We've seen that Shanahan movie before. He had the Atlanta Falcons, and all he had to do was run the ball in that game too. We've seen this movie. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, we can see who you truly are. So with that being said, KC stuck with what they wanted to stick by, and they saying, "Hey, let them try to prove Brock Purdy is better than Mahomes." And when they tried to prove that, it's 4 plays out there that I can tell you, he missed Debo on a touchdown. He missed him there, wide open. He missed
He got hit though. He got hit.
AU in the flat. That would have been a 20-yard gain. He missed him there, threw the ball on the ground. He missed the receiver for the touchdown on the 5-yard line. When hit him in the face, Jones hit him in the face. He was wide open for a touchdown there. So any way you want to put it, they could have won the game. But Mahomes now, they stuck with what they bread and butter. And Mahomes did something that Lamar did not do. He proved that all you have to do is move the chains, and this is a winner. He didn't do it with his arm. He did it with his feet. That boy had almost 80 yards in rushing. And every time it was a big play, 4th down and stuff, he didn't throw the ball. He ran. He ran.
So,
He moved the
so listen.
chains.
Shout out to my
Hold
boy
on,
Mo.
hold on.
I'm finna come right to you. Shout out to my boy Mo3 now. Mo, that's my boy, man. He got St. Louis ties, but go ahead, Dale.
Now I was gonna say, it's not Brock Purdy's fault that Chris McCaffrey fumbled that first drive. They was in field goal range already. That could have been 3, or it could have been a touchdown, but that could have been 3. It ain't Brock Purdy's fault that the field goal got blocked. You know what I'm saying? The extra point, if they would have made the extra point, that's 1 point, and they probably would have won. And it ain't his fault that Buddy didn't call poison on that punt return quick enough, and the ball hit off his teammate's foot, and the Chiefs scored the next play. So I mean, Purdy didn't do nothing great, right? To like go win the game, but the 3 instances or the couple of times where they could have put it away, I mean, it wasn't his fault. And
what was it his fault? Was his fault? Samuel's in the end zone.
He got hit, man. I mean, not
not on
he
that
should
one.
have. Nah,
No,
he was.
No, he did
yes,
not.
he did, man. He was getting
He
pressure.
did not
Yes.
get hit on that Samuels. He did not get hit on that Samuels.
When Debo was wide open, he got pressure. Yes, he did.
He was clean in that pocket to make that pass. He was clean in that. Now Jones.
Go pull it back up. Right when he let it go, he got hit.
Okay, when he let it go.
Right. So, I mean, it's pressure, man. I mean, not to say he shouldn't have made them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we see people miss balls like that all the time.
No, I understand that. I understand that. But all I'm saying is this one here. Purdy could have made 4 plays that would have changed the game. That's all I'm saying. He didn't lose the game, but he didn't win it.
No, he didn't win it.
Here's my thing about this. When I boil this game down, I really go back and assess this game, right? The Chiefs won this game, but the 49ers also gave them the Super Bowl. And the reason why I say this, if the 49ers decided they just going to come run the football, they win this game easy. Easy. Because the Chiefs couldn't do nothing in their running game. If they really want to run the ball, you can't go 9 straight plays and don't get the ball to Christian McCaffrey. You just can't. He's the most dynamic player that you have. Why go trade for him to get to the big game, not to utilize him?
7 yards apart.
When you started to see them utilize Christian McCaffrey, they started punking the Chiefs. They started doing what they're supposed to do. And so this is what I go back to is, why get away from your DNA that got you there? All because you're trying to make Brock Purdy the MVP. Because that's what it came down to. That game reminded me of the Seahawks versus the Patriots. Them trying to make Russell Wilson the MVP instead of handing the ball out to Marshawn Lynch. That's what that game looked like. They were trying to make Brock Purdy the MVP instead of just giving the ball to Chris McCaffrey. You give the ball to Chris McCaffrey and you put him in space, that game's out. That game's over. The Chiefs don't have a chance to win that game. And they missed the extra point. That would have never put the game into overtime because the Chiefs would have had to go for a touchdown. So that's a lot of things that led up.
But I think too, they didn't know the overtime rules, right?
Man, I don't want to hear that.
No, they didn't.
I'm saying they keep saying that, but first of all, if you in the league, it's not new, right? I mean, this new rule been in place.
I don't think we've ever seen it though.
No, that's the first.
This ain't new.
No, the overtime rules for it is new. It's only been in for 2 years. Yeah,
that's the first time they used it. The new rule. Yeah. That's the first time they used it.
The players didn't know.
I mean, I'm saying if I know as a fan and as a player, you got to know. And regardless if you know or not, stop them. I mean, it don't matter what the rule is. Get a stop.
You won the coin toss.
Yeah, I would have taken the ball second. I would have
get a stop, bro. It don't matter if you know the rule or not. Stop them. You need to score. You need to stop them.
Well, I got a question for you, Coach Dre. I got a question.
It changes the thing though.
I got a question for Coach Dre. I listen to other people. They talked about Coach Prime like a dog. He don't know nothing. He is a worst coach. Blah blah. Who would make this thing he played? But then I hear him talk about, that Shanahan is a genius. Okay, well the genius did the same thing Coach Prime did. He took the ball.
And that's what I was finna say, J-Dog. I don't, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna question the coach because, like Dale said, because the rules is if they went down and scored a touchdown, the game was over, right?
Nope. The game they could.
If you score a touchdown, it's over.
The ball back. San Francisco gets it. They have to score.
The only way the game is over if when the 49ers had the ball and the Chiefs intercepted or a fumble and they took it to the end zone for a defensive. It has been a defensive touchdown, but both teams have to present. Both teams have to.
Yeah, both teams got to touch the ball.
Yeah.
But again, like I say, I mean, I think Shanahan. Listen, but this is another thing. I think we
defense was tired.
Is that they lost their other best defender? He got hurt on the little celebration.
So sad.
I hate that celebration. I hate them celebrations, jumping up in there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got hurt on the celebration, and I think
he wasn't celebrating. He was getting ready to run in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought Greenlaw was jumping up. They showed him when he was falling, laying down.
Okay.
But I thought he was jumping up.
But what I'm saying is,
he was jumping because a play was about to be over with, so they was about to run onto the field.
Yeah.
So he was jumping up and down, and he took off, and that's when the shit popped.
I think Shanahan felt like his offense was his best chance.
Yep.
I think he wanted to get some points and and then I think make his defense feel better that we had some points, and then if we stop them, then we'll win. You get what I'm saying? I think that's what his mindset. I'm not saying it was right or wrong, but I'm not gonna never question nobody when they do it that way.
I have no problem with it.
But I understand what you're saying, J. Dot. The logic says for him to go on defense first.
Yep.
I understand.
Well, so this is the thing. They scored, so you just got to stop them from scoring a touchdown.
Correct.
I mean, so just stop them, and you didn't stop them.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I think Shanahan felt better when they scored the points, because he's like, okay, now the defense gonna go out here. All we got to do is get
no more than three. That's it.
Yeah, no more than three.
We can put it away with a touchdown next time.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So I mean, it's you darn enough you do, darn enough you don't. You get what I'm saying? So that's, I mean, go ahead, Papa.
Miss Tanisha, I need you to go ahead and come up here. I need your thoughts. No more typing in the chat. I need you to come up here.
I'm taking the ball. I'm playing defense. I'm letting Patrick go first.
J-Dot, listen, me too. But I'm just saying I'm not gonna knock Shanahan for that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna knock Shanahan for that.
And the only reason I have no problem with it is because of the fact that KC just got through driving on your defense. Your defense was tired. His defense was tired. So he's like, okay, let me put my offense out there, let them go and put this here on, rest my defense up for a little bit, and then put them out to close it up. If your defense is your bread and butter, they should close the game out.
I didn't watch not 1 yard of it.
We know. I wasn't expecting you to say nothing, Big LT. We know you was hot because your boy wasn't there.
Because it's the same. It was the same. Looked like the same game from 21, man. Script it out. You leave 4 seconds on the clock. The clock counting down for the game to be over, and you go ahead for a go-ahead touchdown like you knew you was gonna score. Come on, man. You didn't call no timeout to stop to close the clock down or nothing. They knew they was gonna get ready. They gonna score that touchdown.
But that was the only thing I thought that the 49ers, and like I think it come back to what Rob was saying. I'm trying to not give him the ball back with no whole bunch of time. You gave the ball back to him with way too much time on the clock.
They convert that third
down. It didn't matter
game
because they wanted the Chiefs to win anyway. Man, it was already written out. All that, the greatest comeback, all that comeback stuff, they wrote that out, man. But it looked like a book. You're reading a book, watching a movie.
Hey, Coach Dre, I text my man during the game, and I'm like, listen, the only way the 49ers win, they got to take this down to 1 minute. And when it was 1 minute and 53 seconds left, I text my dog and I said, it's 53 seconds too long.
I say they gotta keep doing
for the Chiefs to lose, man.
It was 53 seconds too long,
man. They want the Patrick Mahomes to be the face of the NFL.
Hey, listen,
they rather had Justin Timberlake in the face of the NFL than Tupac and Lamar Jackson.
But Lamar's going to have to look at himself and see, hey, Patrick Mahomes used his feet to move them chains, and Lamar stood back there throwing the ball.
Here go the real question. Where does that rank Mahomes right now?
Behind Joe Montana.
He's still behind Tom.
He behind Joe Montana
Tom.
Too.
We already know he's behind Tom, but there go the question: is he behind Tom? Is he behind Joe, or is he in front of Joe?
It depends on Coach. I'll put it to you this way: if you put it the first 6 years of his career, he's ahead of Tom. If you do his career 6 years or 7 years, he's ahead. But if you do on the whole totality, no, he's behind. He's going to be behind Tom because Tom got 7, he got 3, and he's behind Joe Montana. Joe Montana got 4. He's 4-0. So he's not in front of Joe to me. So I'm just going. That's what I'm saying.
I don't care. I'm a hater. I don't care.
Joe got 4.
Yes. Joe got 4, don't he? Joe Montana got 4. If I'm not mistaken.
I thought he got 3.
Yeah, no, I thought he got 3.
Let me go check. I think Joe got 4.
Yeah, I need you to check that because if he got 3, I think Mahomes is in front of him. Hey, what did Lauren say?
He does have 4.
I know Joe because he won one with my boy. He won with Clark. That first one he won with Clark, and then him and old Jerry. So I figured I knew he had 4. Him and Terry Bradshaw had 4.
Yeah,
him and Bradshaw got 4. Okay, well, he's still behind them right now.
Lawrence, well, it wasn't really much Lawrence. It was Mr. Neeson. Like, got everything is Coach Prime fault. That's what it really was about. Stop making
It
everything
ain't.
Coach Prime fault.
No, it ain't Coach. No, like I say, at the end of the day, it ain't his fault. Like I say, I'm not gonna never not. I get what Mr. Steve was saying. Mr. Steve was saying what I was saying when people was dogging Coach Prime for doing that. I'm not gonna never dog a coach for doing what he thought was best for his team. And like I said, that's my logic. Was that he thought that if they could go out and score some points, that the defense would go out and play a little better. So I
I'm
mean, I can't
that
get mad at
I'm
him.
with you, Coach Dre.
that
I'm with you.
that game flat out came down to run the freaking ball. The 49ers run the ball.
It's over.
But
And
but but,
It's
but
over.
like
over.
It's
but like
over.
Dale say, but y'all got. But who had the most turnovers?
KC did.
KC, Pacheco, they were fumbling.
KC had the most turnovers. It literally
No, I
came
think they
down
both
to
had two, didn't they? They both had two, didn't they? McCaffrey
no,
fumbled, and then they muffed the punt, right?
Yep, McCaffrey, and then Pacheco fumbled, and they somebody
throw an
else.
Yeah, both
interception.
of them had two.
Both of them
Like
had
they
two,
both of them
so
had
that
two.
that even out. That even out.
But when it's all said and done, right? When you go back in, like just watch that second half of that game, like they went 9 straight plays, 3 and out, so they didn't even
Running the
without
ball.
even attempting to run the ball.
And
And
they was
then
getting
the minute
and they was
that
getting 7 yards a pop.
when they started running the ball, Kansas City couldn't do nothing because they was outside stretch runs, pitches
Correct.
to the
Correct.
outside. Like they had them on their heels and they just would not run the ball. And it's like, dog, can you learn when you was with the Falcons against and the Patriots? Like, did you learn from that last Super Bowl to
Run the
run the goddamn
football.
on ball and stop throwing the ball and stop trying to make the quarterback the MVP? If it's meant for him to have it, he gonna get it.
Well, I don't
Just
think
run the
he was gonna
ball.
win the MVP. I don't think he was gonna win the MVP anyway. I think that boy
And
15 was
they
gonna win the
didn't run the
MVP.
ball, Rob, because it wasn't rolled out, Rob. The book has already been written, man. It
Well,
wasn't being what they
not the way
Kansas City was
Shanahan
supposed to
cried.
win, man.
Not the way Shanahan cried. He hurt that boy. Boy, you could feel his soul hurt, but he got nobody to blame but himself. He hurt,
Run
boy.
the ball.
Run
You
the
you you
ball,
got Christian McCaffrey. Run the ball.
and he
I just
running
don't
too.
get that.
I don't get it. I don't get it. The game's over. The game. The way he ran outside too with them receive 15 blocking over there. You would 7 yards a pop.
Hey, y'all seen
Now,
what old Jim Harbaugh said he coming up to see you to talk to the players?
yeah, man, we ain't worry about that, dog. But I will say this though. I know a bunch of players on KC. Of course, it's a Missouri team, so I was rooting for KC. I just didn't like. For me, this is me personally. I'm just gonna call it what it is. I really don't like watching NFL no more. It just,
Me
I just,
neither.
sports betting has killed the NFL. That's just me personally. Sports betting has killed the NFL. So my logic of why I don't watch the NFL is just too much political BS into the NFL now, and they're not really playing football like it used to be.
It's
It's too
fake
much
and it's
fluky.
soft, man.
It's
It's
too
soft
much
and it's fake.
fluky. It's soft. So for me personally, that's me. So I give me college all day long because at least I know, hey man, let's play some football, and that's just what it is. But I watch more college football than I watch NFL. That's just how it's been the last couple of years, just due to the fact of the NFL is getting too soft, it's getting too politic. Everything's a goddamn flag. It just I'm just through with it. I just am.
I'll tell you this, it look like Dylan might have some comp at that fastest player on the team, man. I don't think he might be the fastest no more, man. He might be second.
Shit, he gonna have some competition at that running back position. You ain't gotta worry about being the fastest. Shit.
Exactly. Screw being fast. You better be ready to hit that backfield.
Yeah, because I think
Hey,
Cam Michael faster than him, man. That boy, that fast, boy.
hey,
But
hey, that boy Michael Well, he ain't coming to play, dog. Hey, that boy is serious.
Yeah,
Hey,
well
shout out to
coming.
Kamari. Shout out to Kamari putting that extra work in, man. We see you. We
Oh
see you,
yeah,
dog.
that boy Kamani getting big, man. He big, that boy big. He ain't even got taller. He at least 6'3".
yeah, he's 6'3". Yeah, easily.
He's
And
6'3".
I like the weight he put on too. The
Yeah, them
muscle and the
arms
weight.
is widening
Yeah.
up, them shoulder plexus and all that. Yeah, he getting big, man.
One thing I think we need to give kudos to him for staying and putting up with people getting on him and realizing this is in my best interest. he need kudos for that
Facts,
because
Mr.
we know kids. I can't, and I'm a parent, and I could tell my little angel something, and he'll go there, and boy, I'm telling you, he'll get so hot. I'll be like, kid, you made this mistake. I didn't. What are we talking about? And so you have to give kids respect and props when they do the right thing. He did the right thing, and I'm giving him kudos, and I'm gonna give him his flowers because with everything going on right now, that kid could have been straight back to Florida and doing things where he's like, oh, I'm cool and with this here, and his career could have been over. Because if you stick with that, it's not gonna go well.
Yeah, salute to Kamani, man, for staying down, man. Salute to you, young brother.
Hey, he working, man. He said, I ain't trying to be out in the public eye. I'm just putting my head down and I'm grinding. And that's all you can ask from a player.
But if he want to get on that field, Rob, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't see position. People talking about, oh man, this position field. Ain't no position field. Ain't number 2 positions I know this field, and that's Travis and 2. Everything else, and well 3. I'm gonna go shallow. Everything else is all open. It's a dogfight. But the reason I say those 3, and people gonna, oh, that no, ain't no daddy ball. They're the best players on the team. Hate to tell you, the best
I
players on the
think
team.
Say, what
I
happened to
believe
that
I
Hurd
believe
kid? Did he commit?
I
Yeah, he
believe Will
did.
Shepherd. I believe Will
FAU.
Shepherd got his. Yeah, Will Shepherd. I think he got his locked up when he gets there.
I think
I don't think that.
President Hodge too.
Yeah.
I'm with
I
you.
can start penciling in like the Black Bully, Preston Hodge, Will Shepherd. I could pencil them in right
Bully.
now.
I can put Bully in there too. Him Chidozie. I can see him already. That could be. I can count him as a lot. But
What
I'm just
about
saying.
that safety that 24 commit Hurd? Did he commit?
No, he
Yeah.
He
going to
went to
FAU.
FAU.
He going to FAU.
FAU.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
bro.
did.
He want to play. He want to play. He know he's gonna get red shirted at Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he made the best decision for him, man. Like honestly, like if we for us to have another safety that's a freshman, you wasn't gonna play. You gonna redshirt because
I mean, let's be
that
real.
truck in front of him.
He's not going to spring ball. He's not going to play anyway.
Yeah,
Right. That
Yeah.
was the biggest thing. That was
Yeah.
the biggest thing. He wasn't gonna be there for spring ball to be able to show nothing. And
And with the new defensive coordinator that they got coming in there, and that's his specialty at safety, you're going to see some top-notch kids that play in those positions coming to Colorado because they're going to realize when they see that group go, if they see Shiloh improve the way he's going to improve and the D-back improve the way they're supposed to, you're going to see some kids coming in like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. This is what I
So
want to do.
so who
I
gonna
can
be
take.
the co-DC, Rob?
Uh, I don't think they're gonna have one.
What?
Updates on Omar White. I don't think Coach Prime is gonna have a coach DC this year. He might have somebody in as an analyst, but I don't think he's gonna do a co-DC this year.
That'll be smart to analysts. Yeah.
Omar White did a live, said he was coming, but I don't know.
I think he is, man. I don't want to hear no crap about Omar White going to another school or Nick Williams is after him and all the other bull crap. That man been holding him down, and he a man of his word. He coming to see you, bro. And because I don't see nobody else that have been sticking with him. Out of all the other college, a lot of colleges gave up on him after this stuff, man. But CU been holding him down, and the fan base of CU been holding that young man down.
Here's my thing I'm gonna say with this, and this is what I always say, man. Let things play out. Really, it's only 2 possible schools I can see him going to, and that's just me being honest. It's either gonna be CU or Syracuse. And the only 2 schools I can see him going to. He can go somewhere else, but if it was for me to put my money down right now on a bet, I would have to say those are the 2 schools that he's going to go to. Now it does come down to how much contact CU has with him, but I do think if he ultimately ends up at CU, Omar White is who we're talking about. If he ends up at CU, he's going to be coming in, he's going to be hungry, he's going to be motivated, and he's going to be on the right track, because Coach Prime is going to have somebody that's going to be on full watch with him and really, studying his every move to make sure that he stays on the right track.
And he really a 5-star, man. I don't care what them rankings say. That boy, they're a 5-star. Because if he didn't have that issue, and he would have played this year, he'd have got elevated to a 5-star. Because he was already a 4, and they demoted him down to a 3-star because his issue.
Shout out to Lawrence for the $5 super chat. I don't do film study, but what can we expect from the new DC and how it'll be different from Charles Kelly's defense and with the wide receivers if you had to bet who starts? That's a good question. So for me, if I was to put my money on it right now, I could see us running a 4-2-5, a 4-3, a multitude of defenses under this defensive coordinator based upon what I've seen from Cincinnati, but he didn't call the plays at Cincinnati. So with that being said, nobody truly knows what he's going to come run. I do know that there's going to be a lot more freedom as far as lining up. You're going to see players playing in different positions that you didn't see them play last year and the previous year. With the secondary room, if you can't cover, you're probably not going to be on the field. I'm just going to be flat out honest because you might see Travis Hunter line up all over the place. You might see Marion Miller line up over the place. Preston Potts line up all over the place. DJ line up all over the place based upon what he likes to do with his safeties and the DBs. So this is why I'm saying this, is because he do like to move his DBs around a lot and put them in different situations and move them around to show versatility. So I do expect us to be aggressive on the back end in this defense compared to Chip Kelly. When it comes to the wide receivers, who I think is going to start, right as of right now, I have Travis, Will. I'm going with 4 right now. Travis, Will, J5, and I'm going with LeJohntay. Those are my starting 4 that I got right now.
And what I want to see, and this is gonna let me know how good, especially during the spring and whatever Will off show us, it's gonna let me know how good this secondary and this team is really gonna be. Is how them coaches is gonna gel with this offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? Especially them deep Mathis and Hart, because I want to see if they're going to be able to put their pride and their ego aside for this young man. Because he's younger than them. He's a young man. He ain't nothing but a couple of years older than me. I want to see
I don't think
what they're going
that's
to
the
do
problem.
he's on the back of their neck for something. You know what I mean? If he wanted ran this way, he wanted DBs to do this, or he wanted linebackers to do that. Is they going to be able to not necessarily bend the knee, but go ahead and nod the head like, oh, okay, DC. You know what I'm saying? It's your show, how you want to run it. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm talking about? And ain't no interference. You know what I'm saying? From, somebody like, hey, hey, those my guys. No, DC need to run the show, man.
People do need to realize this. I don't know why people even think that's going to be an issue. You got professionals there. They do realize that if they go and act a donkey for that defensive coordinator, that he's going to leave and he has to leave Colorado and he's going to have a voice telling other people this is how they act. And that's going to hurt Coach Prime, because Coach Prime's going to be like, Coach Prime's like, hey, I'm letting you stay. Because normally when a defensive coordinator come in there, they bring their own people. So if I'm letting you stay, you're gonna bow down. But I don't see that as a problem. Because Coach Mathis is a humble guy. Coach Hart's gonna realize. Coach Hart already understands. If he thought that he's higher than the DC, he would be the DC. He don't have that position, so I don't see a problem there. They know it's in their best interest to do their job. Their job is to do their positions and do what they're told.
Well, this is year 2. I don't really think that there's nobody that you can sit here and blame and say it's it's this person, that person. I think you just gotta let time tell, right? A lot of answers, what people want, won't be answered during the spring game. I can tell you that for 100% fact. What you think that you might want answered may not be answered during the spring. You might not get that answer until the season starts. Due to the fact that it's going to be vanilla defenses and everything's going to be super vanilla during the spring game. You just going out there to show, all right, who's there to stay and who got to go. Because right now, they making a list of the players that's got to go. What I can say right now, CU's at 84 scholarships out of 85. So they're looking to bring in players after the spring, during the spring portal. So with that being said, if we're at 84 scholarships, they might try to clear 10 or 12 players.
I think we're at
Just
83
saying. 83, 84.
because
We're
I haven't seen DVRs.
He's good. He's good. He's good. We're at 84 with DB. We're at 84. I'm just saying there's gonna be some roster spots cleared. It might be 10 players that might be gone. Some players better get their act right. They better tighten up because if you keep waiting, you gonna just turn it on during the springtime. It just ain't gonna work out that way. And I just hope and pray that players, get their attitude together and get it fixed and get on the right page because it's gonna be interesting.
Show better because this DC ain't nothing new around the block. He been in the league, man, seeing top-notch talent, and he gonna know the slackers and the guys that don't need to be around there.
Well, he was an NFL scout, so he know what he's looking for.
Rob, so I think this goes back to what you said earlier. When a head coach comes to a game to look at someone, they're looking at your character. So when they watching these practices, what you're telling me also, they're going to be watching the ones who, oh man, complaining. I can't believe I ain't in that thing, blah, 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 blah. Oh, on their little Twitter, man, if I had the opportunity, boy, I sure would be doing this one here. You can get your ticket ready because those are gone.
Yeah, I mean, they already got the list of players. I'm telling you right now, the bottom 20%, they already got who those players are. I'm just going to keep it honest with you. They already know who those bottom 20 players are. They already know what they're looking to replace that in the portal. They already know what they're going after in the portal. Y'all can put what names y'all want to see, who y'all think not see, but who y'all think might hit the portal, drop those names. Kind of be interesting. But I can say this right now. Coach Parental got a list of players that go hit that portal. And they know what they want out of the portal. They know what they're looking for out of the portal. The spring portal is going to be chaos because with all those openings with UCLA, possibly have to do some adjustments to their roster, where Alabama have to do some adjustments to their roster, and players asking out of, national letter of intents. There's going to be a lot of moving pieces in the spring. Then a lot of people anticipating it's going to get crazy.
I know that bottom tier, if they smarter than you at the bottom tier, I wouldn't be looking nowhere near that portal because if you at the bottom tier, then what you think gonna happen to you when you get out there in that portal? You're gonna be left out there, man. You better be trying to put your head down and work hard, man. I wouldn't be trying to think about no portal. You still got players from last year's squad still sitting in the portal.
Say that again, because people don't understand that. They think as you jump in the portal, you automatically get put on the team. It don't work like that.
Shit, look at Willie. Willie's still out there typing away.
I see people keep saying Carter Stoudemire. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. I don't think he's going.
He's not going nowhere.
The reason why
he had a torn labrum all last year.
Yep, he's not going nowhere.
That's what I was gonna get at. But also we need young corners because we're gonna lose a lot of talent in the DB room. So you can't afford to lose a young kid.
Not with that one. And his father was an NFL player. The relationship he has with Coach Brown, they understand what happened. They're going to move. And talented. That kid is talented. He is talented.
I'm going to tell you right now, like the way the depth chart set up right now, we're possibly going to lose 25 kids on defense. Like that's going to be playing either for eligibility or to the NFL this upcoming season. So we can't afford to lose any young kids if possible.
That is true. That's true.
The basketball son boy is probably gone, man.
Oh, yeah. Robinson?
Yeah.
He's a walk-on. He ain't going nowhere. He's a walk-on.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for saying that. And people don't realize all those walk-ons. Those kids, they're going to be, they'll do 4 years, and probably by the time he leaves, they'll get a scholarship. So you just keep working. Keep working.
I don't think Travis J going to go nowhere. I think Travis
J ain't going nowhere.
He love it. I think he love it.
He just wasn't healthy.
Travis J's gonna play. He might not start, but he's gonna play.
Yeah.
He just wasn't
Yeah,
healthy,
Travis
and
J playing.
he got you right.
He,
So
he'll get an opportunity with that DC. He'll definitely get an opportunity. It's his to lose.
If they do anything like Cincy, there's spots where they take every linebacker off the field and just put in big safeties.
Yep.
yeah.
But that's smart.
Now I
And
will.
then people don't know Travis J is them Sanders and them cousin.
But I don't even care about that. He's a talent. He has the talent, and he was hurt, and he get back there. He ain't going nowhere. He's good. He's good.
Now, what's interesting to me is what's going to happen with this wide receiver room because we do have 4 wide receivers that are not there, 2 freshmen, and then 2 transfers that are not there. This spring is, who is going to leave out of this spring, out of that wide receiver room? Because I just see somebody got to leave.
Rob, even though you're saying
Wasim,
that, but why would you,
I think it's Chick.
especially the freshmen, when I wouldn't leave, and this is why I wouldn't leave, because next year you got what, 4 or 5 receivers gone? Shepard, Travis, J5, and I
Webster,
think
Webster.
Javante.
those are starters. They're gone. They're going to be gone. So you be crazy. You're going to move up the chart if you producing. So I'm not leaving. I'm talking about the ones who ain't, a couple gonna get cut, but I'm staying.
Wasim and maybe Page.
Well, I think he stays. It's the Florida ties. The Florida ties. His parents are locked in with Coach Prime. There's a deeper relationship. I think he stays.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you how to look out for, man. Might be a surprise or something, man. Nobody looking for is I don't know if he a walk on or if he got a scholarship, but they got him as a corner on 247. But as a safety, but he played corner in the JUCO. It's their Forest kid, man. They play that 6'4" safety.
yeah, they don't
Yeah,
talk
he
about
big.
him.
He's
Hey,
big.
they might be a surprise right there, man.
Nobody's talking about him either. No, they didn't know he
6'4"
was on the
safety.
team.
Yeah, Wasim staying. I know his peoples. He's staying.
What's
Now,
going on, fellas?
if you're telling me Dawson leaving, I can see that. But other than that, it'll probably be 2 more. But if it's more than that, they are definitely missing some misinformation because you're going to have opportunities because those seniors are going to be gone. You're going to have
No,
receivers leaving.
there's gonna be some players leaving because there's gonna be some players coming in.
Yeah,
So Coach
that
Prime for the
room
force
next year.
people out. Yeah.
That room's Amarion's next year.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. It's going to be his time.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know, man. I think Cordell Russell, man, is better, more talented than Omarion, to me personally.
Even though, but you got to realize it's going to be 4 slots after
That's
He
Travis
true.
now
might
go.
have more talent, but he doesn't have experience.
Yeah.
I mean, he only got what 2 more games on Cordell because he
No.
played.
No, Mario played the whole season. He just didn't get the ball.
I mean, that experience don't hold nothing if you didn't getting out there on the field and doing nothing. You only play 2 games.
But I think that.
A rep is a rep.
But I think that goes with what Shadur was saying. Instead of letting the receivers go and decide what route they should be running, those receivers need to go a designated route and run it, and that'll help them and speed up the game for them.
I'm gonna say this: the benefit of Pat Shermer, who's going to win the most, are going to be the slot receivers because because some of the best route runners are the slot receivers.
That's true.
So they're gonna be an advantage to understand that hey, now we can actually run routes of what we known to do and custom of doing instead of saying, hey, I need you to understand and read this defense and do this or that, knowing that doesn't make sense. But yeah, man, people are sleeping on Jordan Miller Jones. He's a head hunter. He's gonna come down. He's gonna play hard. Number 31.
Oh
see that
yeah, I ain't
coming.
sleeping on Lil Daddy.
He's good. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what Pat Sherman does with all these weapons because you got to satisfy everybody. It ain't just the receivers. Yes, we have a ton of receivers this year. We went and got the offensive line depth, but now it's how do you get everything to keep everybody happy, and that's the key part. How do you keep everybody happy in this offense? Is what we're gonna find out.
And that's where he's going to have to dig in that bag to go in there and say, hey, run plays in which receiver comes and pitching the ball and get them to run and stuff like that. You got to be smart with it. You got to be smart with it, moving that football down that field.
See you, Bucks Dynasty, man. What's the word, man? I forgot I added you up and say that. My bad,
Hey,
man.
what's up? What's going on, Rob? Hope your birthday went well, man.
Yeah.
What's going on, panel?
What's going on?
Yeah, man. What y'all talking about today? I heard it.
Man, we did talk about a little bit of everything, man. We talked about the DC Super Bowl.
Solid hire.
You know, yeah, who might be going to the transfer portal. Chip Kelly going to Ohio State.
Yeah, that was big.
UCLA hiring it.
I catch back up. I'll check something. Just for the kids at CU who's thinking about the portal, telling you right now, when that spring portal opens, it'll be wise to, if you're not a top player, to stay where you are and work it out and work through it, because there are going to be a lot of good players. There's a lot of good players that's in the portal. There's going to be a lot of good players in the portal in the spring. So if you're not up to that level, you may get stuck in the portal. So I would stay way out there and try to work it out.
I 1000% would agree with you, man. Run the ball, man. Run the ball. It ain't hard, man. Just run the ball, man. You can run play action. You can do a lot of different things when you run the ball. Even if you're getting 2 or 3 yards, the more you can stay consistent with it, and the defense has to think about it, the more you can run play action, different run read options out of the running game. But you have to make an attempt to run the ball, and that's the biggest thing that. When you look at like the NFL and watching the Super Bowl last night and see that how important running the ball is and how it can help sustain drives and how it can help move the chains. Like a lot of people didn't even pick up on like just the simple things, and it's just simple stuff, man. Just run the ball and then maneuver, right? Kansas City, when they started to say, "Hey, we're just gonna run the ball, even if we get 2-3 yards, it's still gonna help us with play action, to get the ball to Travis Kelce, to get the balls to Bell, to the other tight ends, then go to the wide receivers, things like that." So running the ball can set up a lot of key things, man, for you. So that's a wild statement. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, I disagree with that statement, and here's why. Chip Kelly is a play caller, right? That's what I look at Chip Kelly is. When you give Chip Kelly take all the responsibilities away and just tell him to call plays and put in the system, he's fine. You just don't want Chip Kelly being a personnel person, like saying who's cut and who's this and who's that. Because when you get into stuff like that, it's not going to be successful. Ted-I, how you feel about that? So I know you got first-hand experience.
I hate that man. I think as a coordinator, he's going to be fine. Because he don't got to do nothing else. Everybody are, what's his name, Brian Hartline recruits. All he has to do is call plays. So they'd probably be good, but I don't know the type of, offense that Ohio State usually runs is Chip Kelly's type, because he runs the read option. And I don't know if the quarterback can run it. I don't know.
I think Ohio State switches to more of a spread offense, more Chip Kelly style. Just because like what they've been doing in the past couple of years have not been successful. And so I think they do change it up. But when I look at Chip Kelly going back to his Oregon days of being an offensive coordinator, I think this is the best for him.
Oh yeah, he's gonna run the ball.
He's definitely
gonna run the ball.
I just think it's a match perfect, like a perfect place for Chip to go is to Ohio State. He has the players, he has the personnel to run his system, and now he gets to just be him, and he don't have to worry about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they're loaded. He has an NFL squad. He has an NFL squad. They're loaded. Ohio State is loaded.
I just think that he's always had a generational talent on his team that's helped him, move the offense. DeAnthony Thomas, He's always had a big name.
It helps. But you still have to give him the ball, though. And he does a good job of getting him in space and getting him the ball.
Yeah. You can just get that ball. You give that ball to him anywhere on the field, and he scored.
Yep. Talented. So, Rob, you're right. It's a great match. And people are going to be like, wow, I didn't know. When they see Ohio State and they see how they're running and the things that they're doing, people are going to be like, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Chip Kelly is him in calling plays.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that Deshaun Foster would start stealing a lot of them athletes from USC out there in Cali, man. That changing demographic, man, it's something else, man. UCLA might have scored big by doing that, really.
UCLA got money, too.
Yeah, they do. But as long as your boy there is the coach, I don't see Lincoln. I don't see him stealing too many when Lincoln there because Lincoln put him in the NFL, boy.
Yeah, Lincoln look like he losing to me. It look like they damn doing bad, damn bad.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be surprised if Lincoln's there another year. I'm being honest. I'll be surprised. Lincoln Riley's gonna try to find another way to get up out of USC, and I'll be surprised if he's there one more year. Going to the Big Ten, I'd just be surprised if he's there another year.
That's gonna be hard for them traveling. Them young men gonna be tired off that traveling, boy. That's a lot of miles. Whoo! And that coldness too. People don't believe it, but when they leave Southern California and they going down there and it's freezing and snowing, whoo, that's a different kind of cold.
But all right, y'all, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. It's been fun, man. Being back. I'm gonna see what my schedule look like tomorrow versus this week for you guys. I plan on being on this week. So we definitely gonna be back.
Get this week, Rob. We need you to come back on later on tonight, man. We got a lot of catching up to do in Colorado talking about, man.
Later on tonight? All right, let me see what I can do, man, later on tonight, man. Let me see what my schedule going to look like for later on tonight. I ain't going to promise y'all, but let me see what I can do, fit some stuff into my schedule. We got a lot of work to do behind the scenes stuff to get ready for the spring game and, whatever ventures that got going on. So I got to get with my team about some stuff. But, hey, man, it's always, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Because without y'all, man, this would not be possible to keep this thing going. Thank you guys for all the support you guys always send to us. Thank you guys for all the birthday wishes you guys sent to me as I was on vacation out of the country. Appreciate all that. Appreciate everybody that they showed love to Coach Dre, winning the Coach of the Year for Eastside in Gainesville. Appreciate everybody for that, but as always,
congratulations, Coach. Congratulations, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah, for all who don't know, you see it up there on the screen right now. Coach Dre won Coach of the Year for Eastside High School in the state of Florida. So,
congratulations, Coach. That's what's up, man. Yes, sir. Congratulations, big homie.
Yeah, for all y'all that don't know. So, man, appreciate everybody. Like I said, it's always, we finna go get this merch store together. So y'all stay tuned, man, because we're going to be dropping some more stuff in the merch store. If y'all want to check out the merch store, it's in the description, man. We got the SOB shirts out there, Stand on Business. It's already out there. It's in yellow. It's in gray. We got it for all different, for the kids.
Is it
for
red?
The adults. It's in red. Yeah, we got it for, for y'all, man. So all y'all gotta do is just pull up on it, send the description. If you have a YouTube channel or business, don't be afraid to drop that in the comments. I'm here to support everybody, man, as always. But hey, I gotta get some work done. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Salute to y'all. Peace out.
Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up. Because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. you got to be awake. Cause baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is when we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn